Yeah. You go with shaking them up. Whoa. Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Temperatures going up, the heat is rising. Scholars are showing up, audience vibing. We on a mission, competition is the only desire. Whose information will be facing the unmerciful fire? So what's up, stand up, can you walk through hell? So tough, too tough for the weak, soft shell. Set the fire, fan the flame, smoke is rising in plumes. While the inexperienced debater starts to choke on the fumes. Bring your science, bring your wisdom, even bring us your religion. If you cannot stand the heat, then please don't come in the Paul's kitchen. It's a session, learn a lesson, fighting, overcome your fear. Who will be the best debates by the time all the smoke clears? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Smoke session, smoke session, smoke session, smoke session, smoke session, smoke session. Smoke session.
Yo.
Yo, what's good, sir?
Yo, my man, I'm live. I'm waiting on you to enter the room. God damn it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna come here right now.
All right.
Yeah, The HOK is the toughest environment. And or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. No handouts here, you have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest, and the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cool-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites step on the stage. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. In a cool-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a masterclass, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more. The HOK is the toughest environment. Enter at your own risk, it's the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. Yeah. That is for my sisters trapped in religion. Wake up and free the babies. sa.neter speak the truth, he's on a mission. Yeah. The house of consciousness, the final call. Will you Bible thumpers wake up all just fall. The house of consciousness, the final call. Stop believing in fairy tales, especially Paul. I use the Bible like a lantern in the night, trying to wake up my sister. The house is closing in, it's a total mess. You ignore my wisdom, the ultimate test. Step inside the HOK, it's the toughest terrain, where the truth hits hard, the cuts bring pain. I try to wake you with the word in my hand, to get you to the truth, to help you understand. I gave you the scriptures, chapters and verse. I gave you the keys to break the curse. I gave you Torah to unlock with keys. Break the mental chains and be free. The final call. Yeah, will your Bible thumpers wake up? All just fall. The house of consciousness. The final call. Stop believing in fairy tales, especially Paul. They call you apostle like you a prophet of God, telling lies and fooling people can't be that hard. You're preaching from YouTube, looking for a handout. I'm standing on family, trying to bring the truth out. Welcome to the HOK, where the truth resides. No more hiding in the pews where the dies. We speak against the Bible just to wake the inner sight. Come inside the HOK doors, we bring the light. The house of consciousness, the final call. Will your Bible thumpers wake up? All just fall. Stop believing in fairy tales, especially Paul. Sa.neter, don't stop, wake the sisters up. Don't stop, wake the sister up. Don't stop, don't stop. Sa.neter, don't stop, wake the sister up. Don't stop, wake the sisters up. Don't stop, don't stop.
Yeah. We got a good one for y'all tonight, man. We got a good one for y'all tonight. We got my man Yarah in the building, going up against a real, true, and living Mason. So, all right, y'all see what it is. Israelite going up against a Mason. And I kind of like this topic, Yarah. I kind of like this topic because now we ain't dealing with the Bible. Every debate ain't got to be about the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got that light on top of your head that's making it messed up. Step back. Lean back for a minute. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me see if I can shift it a little bit. That should work.
Nah, but if you come up close like that, you're good. But when you lean back, that's when it's going to blur out everything. So right where you at, you're good. But anyway, man, why you what motivates you to do a discussion like this with a Mason? How do you get to know so much about Freemasonry?
Well, as I said before, man, first giving all praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, to all of Israel out there, man, standing on the truth. I have Masons in my family, grew up with them. I had a Mason that lived with me, a good friend of mine. He was a Mason. He lived with me for like 2 years as he was going through something with his family. So we had a lot of discussions. He had some of his large brothers to come over all the time. So I let him do his thing. So we had a lot of discussions. And also, like I said before, on my channel, actually on the New Torah Movement channel, I got to see if it's still up. If not, I'll put it back up after this. I actually had a interview with a brother that was a Mason, and a lot of things he wanted to come on and clear up some things and explain to me some things like this brother is want to try to do tonight. But what I found out is that, and I'm going to show and prove, is that is a part of their initiation rites, to tell you you're not seeing or you're not looking, and what you're looking at is not what it is. That's a part of their initiation rites, not to tell you the truth. And so I'm show and prove that tonight with real Masons.
All right, you came up with a title, and the title is called "Are the Pagan's Origins and Rites Still Practiced Today?" What is that about, man?
Yeah, like that's the secrecy that they hold, right? They'll try to tell you, oh, we're not connected to any of the pagan rituals and different things like that, but they reenact it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They still believe in it, right? I'm not saying that, they're sacrificing children and babies. I'm not saying that they're doing anything like that. I'm not saying that they're killing and murdering people, anything like that. But I will tell you, they submit to that in word. They agree to that in their actions and their initiation rites.
All right, hold on, Yarah. Hold on, man. Those are some deep accusations there, brother. Hold on. Peace, brother. I want you to know that you're live. I want you to know you're live and the people can hear you. You want me to take you off?
I don't see the. Yeah, no, you're good. I don't see the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat again, bro.
The link is at the top in the chat. I'm gonna drop it again right now. I'm gonna drop it again, brother. All right, I just dropped it. Tell me if you see it. I just dropped it again.
Well, yeah, okay, hold on. StreamYard, so it might be on the other stream because StreamYard. You doing the double stream?
Yes, that's probably what it is. Okay, I'm doing the landscape and the other one.
Okay, yeah. So let me go to the. I need to go to the regular one and not the landscape one.
Right.
I mean, not the portrait one. Okay, hold on. I just gotta find which one it is. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm here.
All right. I don't see you.
No, I'm coming in right now. Coming in right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right, I see we got Silent K in the audience, man. Silent K, you being a good boy, man? You being a good boy? My man, Silent K. You being a good student, brother? Come on, Silent K. We just started here, brother. Finish off here, man. Get that information, brother. Stop the goofy shit. I'm not saying you being goofy. I'm saying let's stop the goofy stuff, brother. Let's stop the goofy stuff. And let's get back on board, man, and bring this information, man. All right. So, Yarah, finish saying what you were saying before I bring the brother on, and then I'll ask him a couple of questions.
Yeah, no, I was just saying like this. After talking to, I don't see the other brother that was here the other night that did the presentation, but I believe, I'm not going to put it on this gentleman. I'll let him speak for himself, but I know the other brother said that.
Oh, yeah, that's why I stop you. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You said some things like accusing the Masons, not this brother, but you was accusing the Masons of knowing about children's sacrifice.
Yeah, they know about their history. If they're real Masons, they know about the history.
Now, you do know white Masons and black Masons are two different, right?
Not according to these brothers, because I asked them on your show the other night, and I don't remember if it was exactly this brother, but I do know I asked the question: are you a Prince Hall Freemason, which as we know is the first who started the first African lodge? And then I asked him, are you connected to the Scottish Rite and the York Rite? And I didn't even mention the other one, but I asked him, were they connected to those lodges, to those houses? And one of the brothers' answers was yes. So if they're saying that they're connected to that, then they're connected to all the origin, right? Because Prince Hall didn't start the Freemasons. He just started a African lodge, right? Where blacks were allowed to join at the time, because at the time of Prince Hall, blacks weren't allowed in white lodges. So I'm just going to show, I'm going to even show the coonery in that, so to speak. That's the best way I can even put it.
Okay, so last question before I move on to the next brother. You have a debate coming up with Nepal. What's that about?
I don't even remember no more, to be honest with you.
Oh man, we don't want you to run, man.
It's some.
We don't want you to run.
I forgot exactly what it is, but I don't remember exactly the title.
Okay, we're gonna have to upload that title.
She didn't want to do the rape one anymore.
No, the great. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah,
do the great one anymore. But she wanted to do something else, so we did agree to a different title, but I don't recall exactly what it is.
All right, so we'll get it together tonight. We'll figure it out. So now to my brother Beard.
What's going on?
What's happening, brother? What do you think about the claims? Now you're a real Mason. What do you think about the claims that Blacksage is making right now? He said that the Masons know about the children's sacrifice. The children's sacrifice, like Masons is sacrificing the babies, the children.
Okay, so as far as my knowledge and from my understanding, I never sacrificed children. I've been doing this over 20 years. I don't know other brothers that didn't sacrifice children. I never seen it, never heard it. Now, if you want to talk about individuals getting off into, maybe other sadistic or maybe other ritualistic things, I mean, those are those individuals. But as a whole, as an organization, as a construct, no, we do not sacrifice and kill children and traffic children and any other such. No, that's
all right. How long have you been a Mason?
Over 20 years, brother.
Oh, wow. Over 20 years. So I guess, Yarah, Blacksage, one of you brothers going to learn something today. And without any further ado, I want everybody to know that this is not a debate. This is a conversation between these two brothers. This is strictly a conversation, but we know conversations turns into debates.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not going to put a timer up. I'm going to ask you two to respect each other's time.
Yes, sir.
And if it gets crazy, I will have to give y'all time, put the time up. So without any further ado, Yarah, which one of y'all would like to start the conversation?
I want Yarah to go ahead, man. And present this proof of us, sacrificing children.
All right, Yarah, you got the floor.
As I stated before, he said us sacrificing children. I stated already that there is no evidence of that happening today in modern times, but we know that those are the deities and the origins that they come from. And if you connect yourself to those origins, if you're saying you came from those people, what I'm saying is that I've never seen any Mason give any objection to those origins.
Okay, well, show me the origins where you said that. Okay, well, if you're saying that in modern times we don't do it, and you're saying that it was done in ancient or whatever antiquity, do you have any documentation, any thing that I can look at and we can go over together and see where we or Masons? I'm not going to say we Masons per se sacrifice children or did any type of ritualistic thing that unalived kids.
Well, I'm going to get through that throughout my presentation. So I do have a presentation I'm going to give to the build up, because I just don't want to deal with that one particular thing. I want to deal with that and actually go into the actual symbolism that you guys deal with and go into the actual history that you guys deal with or don't deal with. Because what I'm seeing now is that what you guys do as a whole, and I'm grouping you into the Freemasons, right? Is that is a part. I don't know if you would even answer this question. Have you been initiated into
a regular? Just yes, I have, brother.
Okay, so with that initiation, there comes something that you must submit to and agree to, correct?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're telling me that you're the lodge that you attend, and out of these 20 years, is not a prerequisite that you submit or that you acknowledge the god or the deity Jabulon.
No, sir.
Not at all whatsoever. And you've never heard of that in your lodge.
No, sir. I know
he's not a Mason. He's not a Mason. Okay,
hold on, sir. So listen, let me tell you something. So what you're talking about is adopted right. The things that you're talking about, those things are in an adopted right. So in Masonry, there are only 3 primary degrees. Anything else is an adopted right. Well, we all know everything is made up, right? So we're gonna, but the
we don't know that.
Well, come on, bro.
So we don't know that.
So the premise and the foundation of Masonry is 3 principal degrees. Anything else, as I stated yesterday, as the red house, the black house, and any other degrees you get deferred upon you, or that gets deferred upon you, those are adopted rights. So those rights are not necessarily tied originally or fundamentally with the first 3 degrees.
Mm-hmm. And when you say rights, you're talking about ritual, right?
No, well, you could say.
Hold up for a minute, y'all. Beard, do you have a presentation you want to show as well?
I didn't come with no prayer because this is the discussion.
Okay, so this is right. So this is what I'm gonna do, Yarah. I'm going to, being that you're the only one that have a presentation,
you can present.
I'm going to allow the brother to stop you when he ready to stop you. Like if you say something that he disagree with, I want the brother to say, hold on for a minute and let him elaborate on what's going on. If it's, if he wants to speak on that, he can speak on it. So
that's really how I would like to do it. I don't have a problem with that because
one thing too, out of respect, brother, can you stop saying that I'm not a Mason? I didn't say you wasn't an Israelite. No, brother Yarah,
he's a Mason, man. Come on.
Hey, listen,
brother Yarah, can I please just hold on and I'm gonna let you go. I'm not saying you're not an Israelite, so can you stop saying that I'm not? Like let's start the conversation off as men and present ourselves with proper decorum on the elder show. I'm not saying you're not an Israelite, so please don't say that, brother. Because
as you can see, his clothing that he got on. So I had to throw that back up there.
What he got on, I said he's not a Mason. So
you're not an Israelite. You see, that's what I'm saying. You want to be disrespectful.
Hey, guess what, brother?
Right, you got to respect a little bit.
I'm not offended by that.
Go ahead, brother.
I hear that all the time.
Go ahead, brother.
So as I go through this, I'm going to say it several times. You're not a Mason, and I'm going to show it.
You're not an Israelite, brother.
I'm fine. That's perfectly fine. I can deal with that. We're in the toughest environment, right?
He's a Mason, Yarah. Come on now, bro. You're an Israelite, bro.
Disrespect, but this is what Elder Yarah does. See, because he does this because he wants to excite me, right? So if I get excited, I can't present, or I can't maybe say what I want to say because I might have a little cloudy hair, but that's not going to work, Elder Yarah. I've been over here watching sa.neter for a long time, and I know how you operate. That's why I ask respectfully, brother, for you not to do that. As a grown man, as a scholarly grown man, brother, you don't have that proper respect and decorum.
Okay, fine. You're not a Mason. All right, so let me show my presentation.
He's the goofball, sa.neter. He's the goofball, man. This man is a whole goofball.
Hey, listen.
All right, let's go, Yarah. Come on, let's go.
My presentation, bro.
All right.
All right. And then you can stop me and ask all the questions you like.
Carry on, brother.
Absolutely, I will. All right. sa.neter, I'm going to play a series of videos because I want to show that this is not Elder Yarah's information and that some of this information are coming directly from people who are Masons, right? So
I hope it's all right to play the video.
Let me show this. And you can
Did you hear me?
Let me know, sa.neter. No, what'd you just say?
I said, I hope it's all right to play the video without getting flagged. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you got a right to play it. It's for educational purposes only.
All right, your video is up and show.
Play the whole thing. Okay, and then just let me know if people can hear it. I want the people to hear something real quick.
Yeah, we hear it.
I want the people to hear something. All right, cool. I'm trying to get to the point.
Thus alone, give me the secrets of a master mason. This is no time or place to demand no sacred way of patience, though temples completed. Talk not to me of time, place, or patience, but give me the secrets of a master mason, or I will take your life. When the temple is completed, if found worthy, you'll receive them lawfully as I have. Give me the secrets of a master mason, or I will take your life. And ill becomes you in this rude manner, thus the man those secrets. When the temple is completed, if found worthy, you'll receive them lawfully as I have. Then die. And the temple make his escape out.
Okay. I'm gonna play a little bit of something because I want y'all to hear
Thus
something.
alone, give me the secrets of a master mason. This is no time or place that a man will shake this way with patience, though temples completed. Talk not to me of time, place, or patience. But give me the secrets of a master mason, or I will take your life. When the temple is completed, if found worthy, you'll receive them lawfully as I have. Give me the secrets of a master mason, or I will take your life. And it'll become you in this rude manner, thus the man no secrets. When the temple is completed, if found worthy, you'll receive them lawfully as I have. Then die. And the temple made his escape out at the east gate.
Now listen very carefully right here.
I'm glad to meet you. Give me the secrets of a master mason, or I will take your life.
This is no time or place for man, no secrets.
Talk not to me about time, place, patience, or the completion of the temple. Give me the secrets of a master mason, or I will take your life.
It'll behoove you in this rude and violent manner, thus to demand no secrets. When the temple's complete, if found worthy, you'll then receive them lawfully as I have.
You have passed Jubilee. Me you cannot pass. My name is Jubilee, well known for my...
Now, two things, family. Did y'all hear the last gentleman he was taken to? He says, I am Jubilee. I am Jubilee. In order to claim to be a true Mason, you must accept Jubilee as the supreme deity. He is the universal deity that you must accept. It doesn't matter if you claim to be a Jew and believe in Yahweh, or if you're a Muslim and you claim to believe in Muhammad or Allah. It doesn't matter if you're a Buddhist. You still must submit to Jabulon. And if you also notice in the video, in this initiation rite, he's willing to give his life even before his fellow brethren Masons, to not even give the secret rites or the secrets of Freemasonry. He's willing to give his life before he even tells his own brethren the truth. And I'm telling you, anyone who says that I'm a Mason and we don't hold secret rites and we don't hold secrecy and there's no secrets in Freemasonry, you are not honest. Because in your initiation rite, a part of your initiation rite is to even die. You give your life before you even give these secrets out. So when they come on here and say this and say, oh, there's no secrets, they've already made that initiation rite, that they can't do it. It's all a lie to the people. It's a lie to the people. Let's go back to the part when he says, I want one y'all, he says, he brings him to the guy, he says, I am Jabulon. I talked about this yesterday, and I'm going to show it again even more clearly what this Jabulon deity is. Right? And so this is a secret recording. And as a matter of fact, if anybody wants to go take a full look at it, go to Kyle Undercover, Kyle, Kyle Undercover, and look at Freemasonry Exposed. Right? Now, Kyle was an actual Christian who actually played the role of wanting to go into a Freemasonic temple, go through the initiation rites and see what it actually is that they do, because there's so much shrouded in secrecy. So he snuck in a video camera and he recorded this rituals. And now he's really started to come out a couple of years ago because he has received so many death threats and different things on doing this. And if you actually watch this entire video, you'll see all of the different things that they do in these initiation rites. Now, this brother here just said he went through the initiation rites. Now, if he didn't go through these initiation rites, then I want him to explain what type of initiation rites he went through that's different from these Masons and these Master Masons.
All right, Yarah, let's get a brother some opportunity to respond.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead, brother. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, I don't know what the hell that is you showing, but sa.neter, please take that down. And for anybody, please don't watch that. So first of all, we're talking about three, and for the brothers that's in the chat, I'm going to do my best to explain without doing too much or saying too much, but I will not tell you how and what rituals and rites and things that I went through. But what I will do is explain that. So 3 ruffians, East, West, and South Gate. North Gate, right? So these 3 ruffians, you got the name wrong. It's Jubela, Jubelo, and Jubalum, not Jubalan. You know what I'm saying? These are ruffians that did things to the master, the Grandmaster Hiram Abiff, as he was trying to, when he came through, doing whatever he was doing, putting his work on his trestle board. He was trying to leave, or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna shorten the story up. And as he was trying to leave, he was accosted and approached by 3 ruffians. These 3 ruffians' names were Jubela, Jubalum, and Jubela. Those are ruffians. Those are people that was trying to kill that man. Those are not people that we pay homage or reverence to. And that's it. Period.
All right, that's all you want to address so far?
That's it. Yeah, because what he put up there was madness, and I ain't never seen what he put up there, and I don't know what that was.
I'm sure you haven't, because only a real Mason would have ever seen that. So let me continue,
brother. I'm from a regular. Listen, let me tell you, I'm regular and recognized, brother. I got you. I'm not regular. I'm from a regular and recognized.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. But a real Mason would have known what that is. But I'm trying to teach the people. It is their job to have this plausible deniability. It's their initiation right. It is their life. It is their life giving ritual to say. He has to say that.
It's and then when he says, "Oh, these were just 3 ruffians," that's the
cover story.
Brother, I don't have to say anything. So listen, let me tell you something. So if me, you, and sa.neter is on the football team, right? And the coach give me, you, and sa.neter orders. Are me and you and sa.neter gonna go to the other team and tell the other team the plays that we finna run? So why would I, if you're not part of my club, or if you're not my brother, why would I come tell anybody about what's going on in my house, brother? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you and anyone else in the chat, that's why you're not going to know any and everything.
Hold up, let him finish, Yarah. Let him finish.
No, so for you or any other brother or person in the chat, yeah, I'm gonna give you what you need to know. But anything that you don't need to know, I'm not going to give you that, brother. Again, like I said, if me, you, and sa.neter were on a team and the coach gave us the plays, me, you, and sa.neter, the elder, we not finna go to the other team and say, look, we finna run this play, so your man need to be. Come on, brother. No. And y'all talking about these secrets? Tell me what man on the face of this earth ain't had a secret to keep to himself, brother.
So again, you agree with me that there are secrets that you guys hold that you cannot share. So for you to come up here on this panel, can I finish my statement, brother, real quick? So when you come up, so hold on, brother. So when you come up on this panel and you agree to have a discussion, right? And I pose these questions and you say, you know what? I don't know what that is, or why would I give out our secrets? What you're doing, brother, is you're not being able to honestly.
Did you listen to what I said? I didn't say I wouldn't give out no secrets. What I said was, brother, if you're not privy to the information or the inner workings of what I do, again, if I was on a football team with you and the elder sa.neter, we're not finna go to the other team and tell them the plays that we are finna run, brother. That's insane. Are you serious right now?
And when you say running, when you say going to the other team, what do you mean? Not sharing. When you say not sharing plays, are you sharing not sharing secrets?
Okay, let me break it down. Let me break it down for you, Elder Yarah, since again you don't understand. So now,
I understand what you're saying.
You couldn't possibly. So I said, me, you, and the elder sa.neter, if we were on a football team and the coach came out and gave us the next 3 plays, right? And then me, you, and brother sa.neter turn around and go over to the other team's bench and say, look, these are the 3 plays that we finna run. I need you to stand here and do this because I'm gonna throw it here and I'm gonna do this. Would you go, if we were on a sports team, would you go do that after the coach gave you the plays? Would you go do that?
That's not what we're talking about.
Yes,
here.
it is, brother. Because you're talking about secrets. Because those,
no,
brother,
that's
those
not what we're
things are
talking.
for
That's a
me
straw
and you
man.
and brother sa.neter to run.
That's a
So
straw man
we
argument because you can't answer the question.
I explained what we were watching.
No. You get no. You did not. You're not going. What you saying is not. I'm not going to answer the question. That's what you're saying.
Okay,
now
okay,
you might have. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you again, right? The video I just showed that you said you had no understanding, no knowledge of what that is.
No, that's not what I said. I just said I don't know what that is because that ain't
exactly. You just said you don't know what that is. Okay.
Do you know what the word sarcastic? Do you know what the word sarcastic and facetious
Are you
mean?
gonna let me explain? Are you gonna let me finish? Because you don't want to ask for decorum. Now you're either gonna shut up and let me talk.
Brother, don't use those words, brother. Please, brother, just calm down, brother.
Come on, it's cool. I'm just saying now. You
let's all have a grownful conversation.
Yeah. If he calls for decorum,
to you, and I want you to be respectful to the brother. Come on, man.
I got mad respect for him, but don't call for decorum and don't bring decorum. Okay. So when I showed the video, your response to it was, I don't know what that is. I'm telling you is that is a secret recording of the initiation rites of a high degree Mason or a Mason. Either you're not that in high degree in 20 years and you don't know what that is, or you're just not being honest in telling us that you don't recognize what that is. It's the only two. So my point in this whole presentation is, brother, is that if you don't recognize what that is, and I believe it was you who said you're a part not just of Freehall Masonry, but you also follow the Scottish Rite and the Scottish Rite.
That was me,
right?
Brother. Yes, sir.
Right. So those gentlemen are part of the Scottish Rite. I gave you the video. I'm gonna tell y'all the video again. It's called Kyle Undercover, Exposing Freemasonry. Search it on YouTube. Go watch it. You'll see it. This is
Yarah, I want to say this real quick. I think the mistake that you could be making, Yarah, is that different lodges in different
don't help him. Sorry, don't help him.
Hold on. Different lodges in different cities, they have different rites of passage. They different. Like the one in New York, where I'm from, they come down the street dressed as a woman, and they got balloons in their chest, and they wear skirts and dresses and wigs, and they all got a rope around their wrists where they all chained up, and they come down and they be talking. I want to be a Mason. They do that. That's like a different. I know he probably didn't do that. No, hold up. I know he probably didn't do that, but that's what I mean. Different Masons do different things with their thing.
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that this is what I'm saying to you and this brother and everywhere else. What you just explained, sa.neter, in the video which I just showed, is a pagan ritual. The topic of this is, do y'all still practice these pagan rituals? That's a pagan ritual going back to the goddess of light, or Venus. This is why Freemasons, real Freemasons, are referred to as the sons of light, because it's referring to that goddess, and they're dressing up in honor of that goddess. See, this is the information that I'm trying to get y'all to see, and I'm telling y'all, he's never going to be able to say. He can't say. If he claims he's a Mason, he's never going to be able to say, this is what we do and this is what we don't do.
But you're
that ritual right there, you just said you saw with your own eyes. I promise you right now, that brother will not explain to you exactly what the origin of that ritual is. And if he doesn't know, that even further supports the fact that he's not a real Mason.
I can tell you what it is, because I asked him. When I seen it, I ran over there with my camera, and I was interviewing the ones that was, making the brothers come down like that. So I know what it is, because he was telling me everything about it.
I just told you and explained.
And it got something to do with the women.
I know it got something to do with the goddess.
To deal, yeah, it's about respecting the woman, though.
It's about respecting that goddess. It's
Right.
not about respecting a woman. It's a goddess that they worship, a female goddess that they worship, and it's Venus. This is where we get the term. This is where the term Lucifer is connected to, because the term Lucifer or phosphorus or light, and I'm going to show with somebody. I got a video, son, that I'm going to play of somebody that you know and has been on this channel and is respected very well, and will actually tell you what even the actual name of this organization comes from. So I'm glad you brought that up, sa.neter, because I'm going to make the connection. Because when I'm showing you right now that this brother who claims he's been a Mason for 20 years, either is a liar or does not know what he's involved with.
So you talking and you don't know what the hell you talking about, because I explained what that ritual was that was on the screen, and it wasn't properly done in the correct way. That's first. Secondly, yes, Sons of Light. And again, you're conflating and mixing a different adopted rites. Masonry is primarily, fundamentally 3 degrees, and anything else, as I explained when I came up here, are adopted rights, brother. So when you get to the Sons of Lights and you get to talking about that, you're into the adopted right parts. And we're talking Masonry, we're talking 3 degrees and 3 degrees only. Now, if you want to go into the Scottish Rite, York Rite's different way of practicing Masonry, that's cool, and origins of that. But when we're talking about Masonry, we're talking about 3 degrees, not any and everything else. See, this is what you don't know. So you done went and got information and knowledge from a different bunch of people, and you trying to put it together and group it as one. And that's not how this is going to go, brother. And you can't force it upon me to make it go like that. I'm trying to explain this to you, Elder Yarah. Now, so who's to say that the people that you were talking to, since you're calling me not a Mason, who's to say that they was? Who's to say that they was real? I think you might have been talking to an imaginary damn friend or yourself and made all this shit up. I'm sorry, you made all this stuff up. I apologize, Elder. Like, bro, I'm sitting here telling you, I explained that was the Grandmaster Hiram Abiff, brother. He was accosted by 3 ruffians named Jubello, Jubellum, and Jubala. Not Jubalan. I explained this and I said this now. Again, see, you get into the different tongue and dialects. You know what I'm saying? And it's a story that I won't go further into about the different tongues and dialects of certain words that people said, and you know they weren't able to do whatever they needed to do because they were of the same. But again, they were from a different faction. Like sa.neter said, everybody doesn't do the same thing, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I said I'm from a regularly and recognized just lodge. You have lodges that are regular, you have lodges that are recognized, and then you have regular and recognized together. I'm trying to explain this to you, brother, but you seem not to be listening.
No,
and Yarah, hold on, Yarah. I'm gonna pass the mic to you. And Yarah, just like the Israelites, all Israelites don't celebrate the Sabbath on the same day, or the Passover. I mean, y'all all don't celebrate the Passover. So it's a little confusion there where some celebrate it. So
we all celebrate the Sabbath. Doesn't matter.
No, Passover. I'm talking about.
That's not how that goes. That's not how that goes, Yarah. That's
no, Yarah. I meant to say Passover. Y'all don't all celebrate the Passover on the same time. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't, bro.
We do. The Passover don't change.
So you're saying all of y'all, all Hebrews on the planet, celebrate the Passover the same day?
Yeah, the Passover is the Passover.
No, Yarah, that's not true, brother. How can you say that? IUIC,
they celebrate the Passover.
All of them celebrate it in 3 different times, brother.
No, they don't. So now Israelite has their own stated. Israelite has their own calendar, bro. Listen.
All right, brother. Okay, you got it. I'm not gonna argue with you, brother.
You're right. Now they may not observe the Sabbath on the same day.
No, I said Passover, brother. Passover.
It's not, sa.neter. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. So
you want to put 100 on it? You want to put 100 on it? I could use that 100.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
What I'm saying to you is that when I'm talking to this brother right here, I'm not coming here with any of my sources. I'm coming here with sources from the people who say they are Masons. I'm coming to people, right?
Hey, Yarah, read that comment from my captain. Read that comment from my captain Cesario.
I don't even know why you did it, Si. You ain't even have to put it up, Si. He don't.
What'd he say?
He just want to argue with me, man.
It says we do have the Passover. It says we do have the Passover on different dates. Because the captain will tell you some of them got it twisted. Some of them don't know the right dates. Captain will tell you that, brother. Yeah.
Listen, brother. The Passover is based on calendaring, bro. We still observe a Passover.
I know you do. I said you didn't. I know you do. But I'm trying to tell you, just like the Masons, what the point that I was making.
Sa.neter, that's a straw man. They didn't even a part of the. That don't mean nothing. But I'm gonna tell you what he's saying. When he's telling you a story about these three ruffians, that's made up shit that came on later when they got discovered that they were worshiping this goddamn false god, Jabulon. And I wasn't saying no Jubilee, nigga. It was Jabulon.
Try to be respectful, brother. Come on now.
First of all, brother, I didn't call you a nigga, man.
Just like I did yesterday.
Why you so? Why you so?
Wait a minute.
Bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
Wait a minute, bro.
Ain't no wait a minute, no, bro.
It is wait a minute. Did you?
I'm being peaceful with you, brother, and I'm being respectful.
Was you being peaceful and respectful? Were you being peaceful and respectful?
That's that.
Hold on, y'all. Let's start this over. Come on, Yarah. Let's calm down, brother. Brother's not the enemy, brother. Calm down.
Because, bro, I'm trying to learn from him just like I want him to listen to me, bro.
Okay,
but he's calling me niggas. He's saying I ain't a Mason. I asked him to be respectful, and he's seen it can't do that. I'm still gonna have the conversation. It ain't calm. This is me. But bro, come on, man, you gotta be better than that, Yarah.
Okay, so when hold on,
Yarah, none of that. Now hold on, Yarah. Damn, I let you talk all night.
You didn't let me talk. You cut me the fuck off.
You're the only one that's been.
Yo, no cursing, Yarah. Chill, brother. Don't get caught up.
You know what I'm saying? He cut me off, and you cut me off.
Elder Yarah, Blacksage, or whatever you want to be called, brother. You're the only one that's been talking, brother. I jump in every now and again, but you.
But that was the agreement.
And you again. This is why I'm talking because I can't say. Go ahead, brother. You got it. I apologize, son. Go ahead.
So
brother.
I'm just asking.
You got it.
I heard this brother call me a clown. Now, was I hearing stuff? I'm asking you.
I said goofball. I did say goofball.
Okay, thank you. Hold on.
Yeah, I said it's a goofball.
Okay, fine. So if I call you a nigga, don't watch your mouth.
You should have been watched your mouth. I've been actually. You came on.
Let's get back to the information, y'all. Yeah, right. What else? You got anything else you want to
know? What else you got, brother? What else you got, brother? Go ahead. What else you got, brother? Brother, you don't know how to continue. What else you got? Continue.
All I ask you, brother, if you call for decorum, make sure you
brother, show your videos, brother. Let's go. Let me see more other information.
You got any more slides you want to share?
If you call for decorum, make
show the information, brother.
You stay in that part.
You don't have to talk to me like I'm a child, brother. Show the information so I can speak on the information that you.
Yeah, put the slide back. Put the slide back up. Right, let me go down to the next one, bro. All right. I want to ask the brother, are you familiar? This is just my sources, and he can disagree with them, right? What is Freemasonry? It comes from the book, The Secret of Freemasonry, right? Revealing the suppressed traditions by Robert Lomas, right? Now, just for the sake of it, right? So it began as a guild of stonemasons in the Middle Ages. Mm-hmm. This is when Freemasonry actually began, right? As a organized, structured group, right?
No, just as a European white man recognized group, because Freemasonry has been on the earth since man has started building. But go ahead, brother.
Freemasonry is organized
because your first Mason was that Jesus you like. And Tubal
Well, actually, he was not the first Mason. He was not the first Mason and not a Mason.
Go ahead, brother.
He was not a Mason at all, right? Because there is no verse or no scripture that just says Jesus was worked with anything of stone, right? It says he built tables, right? So your first Masons were stone Masons, that's the argument you want to try to make, right? So let's go further. And I understand the scripture about him being called the chief cornerstone, right? That had nothing to do with Freemasonry. But I'll teach you that in a minute. Right? Hold on, let me turn this off real quick. I'll teach you that in a minute. Right? Hold on, let me turn this down.
I apologize for laughing, y'all. This is hilarious.
No, what's hilarious, bro, is that I already know
brother,
you.
Present your information, brother.
Hey, man, don't talk while I'm talking, man.
Don't talk while I'm talking. I was apologizing to the chat. What's your problem, bro?
I'm just saying, bro, don't talk while I'm talking.
Bro, you butthurt. Go ahead,
Why
bro.
don't you mute your mic, son?
Let's continue. You know what? Go ahead.
That's all you got to do, mute your mic. So, again, in this is what they say, and it's a reason I got to go through this way. It says the purpose was to make good men better through self-discovery, community service, building strong relationships, emphasizing values like integrity, friendship, respect, and service. The structure was organized into local groups called lodges, overseen by larger bodies known as grand lodges, right? Their beliefs, the members must believe. And this is what I want to get to. The members must believe in a supreme being, God, grand architect of the universe, right? But Freemasonry isn't a religion, right? It's open to men of various faiths with discussions of specific religions or politics which is forbidden in lodges, right? And you can see this thing, the reference to it here. The point of this I wanted to bring out is that it doesn't matter what lodge, what degree you are in Freemasonry, you must believe in the supreme being, this God, the grand architect of the universe. And guess what? They don't call it Yahweh. They don't call it Allah. They don't call it Buddha. They don't call it any one of those gods. They call it Jabulon. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to show
Buddha ain't a god, brother, but go ahead.
Hey, listen, brother. Buddha is worship, bro. And some people believe that Buddha worship.
God, but go ahead.
And actually, Buddha is a god, and I'll show you that. If we go back into the Vedas, I will show you that he was worshipped as a god. See, you talk too much.
Worship as a, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, worship as a god.
Oh my goodness. Man.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you need to shut up while I'm talking.
Oh man. Hey man, it ain't gonna be too many of them shut ups, man. Be cool, my boy.
It ain't gonna be too many.
Hey, no, bro. My boy, it ain't gonna be too many of them.
Just say you got a question.
Be cool, be easy though, bro. I didn't
just say you got a question, bro. That's all you gotta do. Just say you got a question. We already agreed. If you got a question, you can ask the question.
Sir, please, bro. I'm just asking to be
like, bro, you ain't asked nothing.
I did ask for a good conversation, bro.
No, if you ask a question about my presentation.
Let him go, Bear, so he can pass the mic to you. Let him get this out. Yeah. That way you can.
I don't got a problem with him asking the question. We agreed to that already.
All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Blacksage.
Stop me and ask the question. But stop with the slick talk, bro. It ain't gonna work for you. So the phrase "architect of the universe" was first coined by the Christian minister John Calvin, right? Who we know was a known racist, right? Calvin wrote that God is the supreme architect of the universe, and that acknowledging this would lead people to be in awe of God's wisdom, power, and goodness. Now I'm gonna ask this brother, right? Do you subscribe to the architect of the universe? This entity that they're referring to.
No, all right. Let him respond.
So it said, in order to be, or you must have a belief in a God or a supreme being, right? So whatever that God or supreme being may be, let's just say for the sake of the conversation, because that's what it says, and we're going to be literal, like the Israelites are with the Bible. We're going to be literal. So it says you must believe in a God, supreme being, and then it said God, and then it says / grand architect of the universe. You're trying to separate that. So the God is the grand architect of the universe. The God and grand architect of the universe is not two separate things like you're trying to make it seem, bro. You know what I'm saying? So in order to be a Mason, bro, if they want you to believe in God, they want you to believe in Allah. What it ain't got nothing to do with no Jubilam, no Baphomet, no Moloch, no any other one of the genes of the 7 deadly sins or any other creation you know what I'm saying, you want to think of and imagine. That it's no, brother. It's just you believe in God. Period. That's it. That's all. And me personally, brother, my religious beliefs has changed over the years. So I'm currently agnostic. You know what I'm saying? But at one point in time, when I was doing religion, I believe in God. I did believe in God. You know what I'm saying? The God that everybody else in this world believe, unless you're Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Or Islamic, or unless you're some other faith. You know what I'm saying? And they have their own different, religious beliefs. You know what I'm saying? So that's my answer.
Okay, cool. So again, I'm not conflating anything, right? I read exactly what it says. There is a supreme architect of the universe. There's an architect of the universe, right? You just agreed that it's not Yaldabaoth, because you said you're an agnostic, so that's who you would ascribe to. So it's not Yaldabaoth. It's not Yahweh or Yahweh. It's not Allah. So it is separate, right? So this grand architect has to be another recognized deity that, although you may have your own religion, you must subscribe to this higher power, this grand architect. That's what it says. And I have many more sources that corroborate this, right? And we're going to get through them, and I'll show you that's what it's telling us, right? So even in that, if you're telling me that that's how you refer to it, as the architect of the universe, or this grand architect, you're telling me that it was never given a name. It's only called the grand architect. That's the question.
Say the question one more time, because I really want to listen. Say that one more time.
Yeah, I bet you wasn't listening. So this grand architect, it's never given a name?
You can give it whatever name you want to give it. Don't y'all call him Jesus, or don't y'all call him Yahweh? You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. That's up to you. I don't know what you believe, brother. I don't know what you believe. It's up to you.
You can give whatever. I'm telling you Freemasonry.
You asked me a question. Can I answer?
Right.
I'm telling you whatever
you want. I
me.
asked you a question in regards to Freemasonry.
And I'm trying
in Freemasonry, is there a name for the God who y'all call the architect of the universe?
He's just the grand architect of the universe, brother. That's it. That's all.
So it has no name.
No, well, if you want to give it a name, you can. Again,
that's not what I'm asking you. I'm saying, so according to you, it has no name and it was never given a name.
You know what? I don't know, brother. I'm gonna say that. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what you gotta say. You can't say nothing else but that, bro. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You can't say anything else but that. This is why I was telling you, sa.neter, it's impossible to have conversations with them, because their whole initiation is to not have the conversation in earnest. That's the whole point of this whole secrecy of it. He cannot say it. But I'm telling you that the secrets have been told, that we know that this deity is not of the three ruffians. That came on later. This whole cover-up story about who this deity was. This deity that they worship is Jabulon. And I'm going to get to it and show y'all who it is.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's God's real name?
God's real name is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh?
My God, yeah. I don't know what your God's name is.
Okay, so your God real name is Yahweh. So where you get that from?
What does it have to do with Freemasonry?
No. I mean, you asking me questions. I'm asking because I'm asking you. I can ask a question.
You said where it come from?
Because we're talking about pagan. Because the title does say it's pagan, right? Right, pagan. Is it right? They all things pagan. Yeah, all things pagan. So, what's your God name? You said Yahweh, right? Or Yahweh? What you say?
Yahweh, not Yahweh.
Yahweh. Okay, Yahweh. Okay. So why did it go? Why did it change from Yahweh to Yahweh? How that come about?
That's dialect.
Okay, so it's dialect. So it's okay.
Yes.
Okay. So can you? Where can I go to find this out?
You can read any Bible. Pick up any Bible.
Any Bible. What scripture in the Bible explains what his name is in the different dialects between Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, as you say?
I didn't say nothing about Yahweh Shai.
What name you said? What you say? What you say?
You can go to any. You can go to any.
Yahweh Shai is Jesus.
Okay,
Yahweh supposed to be God.
Okay,
yeah, you can go to any. Hold on, he can go to any exhaustive concordance. You can go to Easton's. Matter of fact, go to Easton's exhaustive concordance, and they'll give you the different names between Yahweh. Some will say Jehovah. Some will say Yahweh. So you can go and look at exhaustive concordance. That's your homework. It's easy to do that.
Okay, so you say Jehovah, you say Yahweh.
Yeah, they'll give you. Some people will give you different.
But which one is the proper? That's what I'm saying. So which one is actually the proper name?
Well, the proper name is based on whatever dialect you speak, right? So if
no,
I'm in China,
no, because we're talking about origin.
I give my answer, or you just gonna cut me off?
Go ahead.
So in different dialects, you have different tongues, right? So people speak different words in different languages, right? But they account for the same exact thing, right? So what you're asking for is transliteration, right? Or versus translation, right? So
no, but okay.
No, listen to what I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So in the Latinized version of Yahweh, of the Aramaic version, you're going to get Jehovah, right? In the Hebrew word, you're going to get Yahweh. You see, those are different dialects of the same name.
Okay. So what I'm asking is the original origins before dialects came about. Like, where did it?
There's no such thing as dialects before dialects came about.
What do you mean? Didn't the tower? So when the tower didn't we all speak one tongue? But wasn't language all one before the Tower of Babel fell?
That's just language.
But
absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up.
So again, if it was all one language, where's the origin of that language that says that the man or this God name is that name before dialects came into play? That's what I'm asking. You're giving me dialect. Dialects are transliterations. That's what dialects are.
Dialects are just different forms of language.
They're not translations.
I didn't say they were translations.
I know,
said they're different forms.
You didn't say what they were. I'm telling you what they are.
They're not different forms. Listen, brother, they're not different forms. So when you said, where's the name Yahweh come from? Yahweh comes from the actual original language. We can even see that going back into the Akkadian script, right? In some Ugaritic texts, it gives us the name Yahweh or Yahweh or the biconsonantal root or triconsonantal root. We can even see that in ancient Kemet, right? On the sa.neter scripture, it talks about the shasu of Yahweh or Yahweh. So we can go back in history and see the progression of this name and how it was spoken. If you want to go to a biblical text, right, as you basically, I think you tried to go to in the Table of Nations in Genesis chapters 10 and Genesis chapter 11, it says that God came down and confused the languages and that men began to speak in different languages so that they wouldn't understand each other, right? So their language be confused, right? Because the people are one and there was nothing that they could not do, right? Because they were one, based on one, not also in just in thought, but one also in language. So the languages were confused if you're going along the biblical narrative. But I'm not arguing with you about the biblical narrative. I'm telling you, we can go back in history and look at different variations of the same name of the same deity. And I just gave you, I just gave you one. I can give you more. We can look at the Ebla tablets dated 1500 BCE, and it gives us the name. Yeah, and it gives us the name Yahweh or Yahweh. Okay, and then we can look at the sa.neter scripture and it gives us the same thing. So we can at least go back that far and know that that is the proper name.
You got it, brother. So good. Let's get back to the masonry thing. So let's go, man. That was a bit much. But let's go. Any other information that
you know what? I kind of like that because now the tides have turned when you put Yarah on the hot seat. I like that. And then Yarah threw you on the hot seat with the mason.
I've been following you for a long time. So
I like that, man. I mean, I think you should stay with that strategy, brother.
Give him a little bit back too. That's all.
Yeah, that was good. But Yarah knows his stuff, so
yeah, because that didn't make no sense.
On the Bible.
Yeah, he can try. He just have to accept what I say or don't. I can care less either what he says, right? But I want to show something else, right? Before I even get into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, because first of all,
screen is sharing. Your screen sharing, Yarah.
Yeah, first of all, I really want to get in. Here's what I'm saying. So I want to make this a whole connection, and I'm glad the brother already said that he's a Gnostic, right? I'm glad.
I didn't say I was Gnostic. I didn't say I was a Gnostic, brother.
What did you say you were? Did I mishear you?
Agnostic.
Oh, you were agnostic. Okay.
Now
okay.
I'm agnostic.
Okay.
I
got you.
There's a
okay,
difference.
I got you.
There's
Okay.
a difference. You know that, right?
So I'll retract
you know
that.
There's a difference.
I'll retract that. You did not
difference?
say. You did not track that. You did not say. I would track that. You did not say you were agnostic, right? So I won't. You say you're agnostic. So that's fine, and that's acceptable, right? I mean, I would believe that most Masons would be.
That's not true. That's not true.
Why not?
It's not true.
Brother,
I know a lot of Israelite Masonic brothers.
I believe you. I'm not denying that.
Y'all got a whole lot.
That's not an argument for me. I said they're coming in here. You could be a Jew, you could be a Hebrew Israelite, you could be a Catholic, you could be you can come from all types of walks of different religions and be a Freemason.
Well, technically you can't be a Catholic, but there are Catholics.
Like the video, thumb up the video.
Now why did you have to say that? Because you know that's not true.
Nah, you say so.
Why did you say explain to us why a Catholic?
No. We're not gonna.
I'm asking you a question now.
Let's stay on topic.
Just answer my question. We are talking about Freemasonry.
Yeah, but let's stay on topic with the Luciferian and the Freemasonry.
Brother, we're talking all about Freemasonry.
Yeah,
why did you say?
Why did I say
Freemasons can't technically be Catholic?
No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
No, I said, they say Catholics can't be Freemasons, but some of them are.
Why
Catholics? I'm not Catholic.
Okay, so are you saying? So why did you even bring that up?
Because that's something the Catholics say. Christians
say that you got Hebrew Israelites say you can't be Mason.
The question, damn, Yarah. I'm spewing out information from people who I've talked to, just like you're doing. You feel me? So, ain't no way, brother. So again, I have heard in the Catholic world that Catholics can't be Masons, but again, they are. So, but again, back to the Luciferian and the Freemasonry, because Lucifer is an angel of this God, right? But Freemasonry is Luciferian, but your religion isn't. When Lucifer comes from primarily from your religion, well, let's go.
Actually, Lucifer doesn't come from my religion. I'm an Israelite. Lucifer doesn't come from my religion. They come from the Catholics.
So you don't believe in Lucifer? Why you keep saying Lucifer?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Because
so if you don't believe in him, then I don't either. So I don't even know what this Luciferian thing is.
Yeah, I know, because I'm talking about the origins of
no, ain't no origins. Again, your origins.
That's the conversation.
Come on, let's go.
So if you want to talk about what the origins of Luciferian is, that has nothing to do with me being an Israelite.
Brother, let's stay on topic.
Hold on,
slide. No, we can get there. We can get there. No, I'd like to take my time. We can get there.
Hey, bro, okay, fine.
We can get there. I'm gonna guide you, brother, because I think you need a little bit of guidance, brother.
No, I think you just need to shut the hell up and let me get through this, because at the end of the day, what I hear is fear.
All right, hey, Bear, let him go, Bear.
All I hear is fear.
I want him to get to the information side.
He's getting to it right now.
Shut up.
He's getting to it right now. Let's go, Yarah.
Yeah, bro. Real, bro. So this is what I'm saying. So let's get back on topic and dealing with this grand architect of the universe, right? So Christopher Hafner, right, who's was a Freemason at one point, right? His explanation of the Masonic concept of a great architect of the universe, he says, as a placeholder for the supreme being. He doesn't make a distinction between the two. So when I say the grand architect and the supreme being, that's exactly what Freemasons actually understand, right? Of one's choice is given in workmen unashamed. And I'm going to take you through something and show you what they actually say, right? I'm going to show y'all what he's actually saying. It says, and this is a quote from his book, Workmen Unashamed, the testimony of a Christian Freemason. So he says, now imagine me standing in lodge with my head bowed in prayer between Brother Muhammad Bokhari and Brother Arjun Malawi. He said, to neither of them is the great architect of the universe perceived as the Holy Trinity. To Brother Bokhari, it has been revealed as Allah. To Brother Malawi, it is probably perceived as Vishnu. Since I believe that there is only one God, I am confronted with three possibilities. He says they are either praying to the devil while I am praying to God. They are either praying to nothing as their gods do not exist, or they are praying to the same God as I, yet their understanding of his nature is partly incomplete, as indeed is mine. And he's taking that from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 12. He said, it is without hesitation that I accept the third possibility. The third possibility was what? They are praying to the same God as I, yet their understanding of his nature is partly incomplete, right? That's very important here in his understanding of this deity. Why? Because he's saying that they're praying to the same God, and this God to him could be Allah, it can be Vishnu, and it could be the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, all wrapped up into one. This is their understanding, right? And I'm going to show y'all why that point is very important. You got a question about that?
I think I told you this already. I said this already.
Yeah, I'm actually, do you have a question about it before I go to the next slide?
No, sir.
Yeah,
already explained that. I already said what you just read.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you agree with me. So, but what it doesn't give us, let me go back real quick. I forgot one point real quick. But what he never says is the name of this supreme being, right? Or the great architect of the universe, right? They just use that as a placeholder. And what is that placeholder for? Can you tell us that?
I don't know what the placeholder is. I don't even know. What do you mean placeholder?
He said, he said, so I'm going to read this first part of this again. He said the Masonic concept of a great architect of the universe as a placeholder from the supreme being, right? So basically what he's saying is that there is a separation between the supreme being and what they call this grand architect. He's saying he doesn't actually understand what it is, the difference between him and his other brothers, except they all have Masonic brothers, is that they have different degrees of religious beliefs. Now we know it's not a religion. So if it's not a religion, he can't be talking about Allah. He can't be talking about the Catholic deity. He can't be talking about Vishnu. But what is this grand architect of deity? What is this grand architect of supreme being then that he's referring to? They have a name for it. You said they don't. Or there's no name that exists that you know of, I should say. Is that still your stance?
Yeah, we're going to rock with that.
Okay, cool.
Rock with that.
All right, cool. So let's go here. Are you familiar with Albert Pike?
Yes, Moors and Dogma. Good book.
Okay. Have you read this work?
I have the book.
Okay, great. Do you have it with you now?
It's in my. I ain't finna go digging because I wasn't here for a presentation. I was here for a conversation. But I know the book. I can. Come on, let's.
Okay, great. So, are you familiar with chapter 4, the origins? Right.
Go to chapter 4. Open it up. This is what you finna do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to it real quick. Let me see, because I think I got it in here. Actually, I might can pull it up so you can see it. Can you see it, sa.neter?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Is this the book, brother? Did you say you have?
The red cover book, brother. Open up to chapter 4. Go to chapter.
Okay, great. I think I'm gonna go in here. I think I'm gonna get to page 1. I think I'm gonna go to page 150 on here. Let me see. Let me see if I can get to. 150. All right, and then let me see if I can make it bigger. Can y'all read that pretty good? Or is it real small?
You can read it to us, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's tiny, but you can read it.
I believe you, brother.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull it up so I can read it a little bit. All right. So this is what he writes. Now, do you ascribe to Albert Pike? Do you have any objections to his work?
Yes, I do got objections to his work, but go ahead and read. But that's neither here nor there. My personal, that's neither here nor there. We're talking. Let's read what you're gonna read, brother.
Oh, so you won't share your personal objections.
No. I just said, brother, just read what you're gonna read.
No, I'm asking you a question, man. I'm just asking you a question.
And I just answered the question for you.
You said yes, you have objections. I'm asking you, can you follow up? What objections? We're having a conversation, right?
What objections? Okay. Do you know who Albert Pike was?
Yeah, he was a Confederate general.
Okay,
so do you have any objections to Alfred Pike's work, Moral and Dogma, the book that you say you have?
Some things I don't agree with everything in the book. Just like with any and everything that I read, I don't agree with everything in the book.
So can you be specific about what things you?
I would have to get the book and look at my underlining and my paraphrasing that I wrote inside of my book. To literally go and give you every exact thing, but I'm not going to do that.
So
you read what you,
okay, I got you, no problem.
Yeah, he reaching hard, ain't he?
No, I'm not reaching. I'm just asking you a question. How is that reaching? You say you got the book. You say you got it. I'm assuming
I got that. I got the Mackey's Jewish proof.
I believe it. I believe it. So I'm just asking, bro. I don't know why you getting all flustered, bro.
No, I'm not. Oh, brother.
I'm just asking you a question.
I'm getting flustered. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, I'm just asking you a question, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry, brother. Yes.
Okay, so here, right? I believe this is more probably in your book. It might be page 734 and 735, but here is 150 on my screen. So I'm just going to read it. But I believe it's page 734 and 735 in the actual book. And I'm just going to start on page. This would probably be page. Let me see. I think I can actually see the page number on here that it actually comes from. Hold on. Because I want to get you to the right page.
You said chapter 4, page 151. That's not it? So, okay. So tell me.
Page 105. It's page. I'm just want to get to the right page. So it's cool.
No, I ain't saying nothing, brother.
Yeah, page 105. I could be people that's listening. I want them to actually be able to go and look at it. So page 105, chapter 4, right? And let's talk about some of what this says. All right. Let me go back to it real quick. Go back there. Okay. So he talks about the true name of Satan. He said the Kabbalah say it is that of Yahweh reversed, right? For Satan is not a black god, but the negation of God. He says the devil is the personification of atheism or idolatry. He said for the initiate, this is not a person, but a force created for good, but which may serve for evil. It is the instrument of liberty or free will. They represent this force which presides over the physical generation under the mythologic and horned form of the god Pan. Thence came the he-goat of the Sabbath, brother of the ancient serpent and light bearer or phosphor. This is where St. Jerome gets the term Lucifer from, right? He says, of which the poets have made the false Lucifer of the legend. He says, so the Lucifer is the false legend. He said, but they actually refer to it as the light bearer or phosphor, right? Which means light, which is the alliteration back to the planet Venus, right? which they initially in ancient times thought it was a star or the bright star, right? He says, but under it, the horn form of the god Pan. Now, and the he-goat of Sabat. And let's go down a little further. He said, gold to the eyes of the initiates is light condensed. They styled the sacred numbers of the Kabbalah golden numbers in the moral teachings of Pythagoras, his golden verses, for the same reason a mysterious book, Apuleius, in which an ass figures largely was called the golden ass. And then he goes through all the pagans of these various people that talk about this. Now, are you familiar with this concept of the light bearer? Because earlier you talked about the sons of light.
No, you talked about the sons of light.
Well, you did say you did agree with me that they are.
You talked about that, but I didn't talk. You talked about it.
But you agreed, right?
I heard the term the sons of light. Yes, I know
right,
the term.
And that's what you said earlier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you agree with what I said.
I know the term. No, I didn't say I agree. I just said I know the term.
The term is what they refer to Freemasons. Some Freemasons, right, is the son of light, right?
I said I know the term. Know the term.
Yes, exactly what I thought.
I'm not, anyway, you're not my father.
So when sa.neter,
please don't call me
so. So when sa.neter was talking earlier about, he mentioned Freemasons walking down the streets of New York dressed as women, and I said they're referring to the goddess Venus, or who they refer to as Lucifer, or it's referred to as the light bearer of phosphorus. I'm showing sa.neter, this is what they get that imagery comes from, right? And this is Albert Pike. There are not too many Freemasons. This brother said he doesn't agree with everything Albert Pike wrote or even talked about, but we know Albert Pike was very influential in what modern Freemasons deal with today. Now, if you say you don't, then again, I have to question again whether or not you're a true Freemason.
You're nobody to be questioned, so I mean that's
so.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't ask you a question.
That's your opinion.
I didn't ask you a question, but you can ask. You want to say something? You want to jump in?
No, I said that's your opinion. You like whatever. Carry on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Do you have a question? It's fine. So let me go back. Let me go back to this, right? And this is what he says, right? In the same book, Albert Pike, page 321. He says, Lucifer, the son of the morning, it is he who bears the light, and its splendor intolerable blinds feeble, sensual, or selfish souls, doubt it or not, right? Albert Pike, Morals and Dogma, page 321. Much has been made about this quote in regards to messianic information and Lucifer. If you must know, that is one of the Luciferians, and I'll get back to that. It's one of their actual quotes that they talk about. They teach often from this in the Luciferian temples. I'll go back and show that a little bit later. Now, here we go, right? Because you did mention the Baphomet before I did, and I'm glad you did, right? So let's talk about, again, what we just read about what Albert Pike talked about, because he talked about the Baphomet, this he-goat, this god Pan, right? Or this sabbatic goat, right? Which is what he mentioned on page 730 or page 734 of the book Morals and Dogma, right? He talks about the historical origins and evolutions, right? Because we know that the Knights Templar accusations, right, in the 14th century, the name Baphomet first appeared during the trials of the Knights Templar, who were accused of worshiping a demonic idol, possibly a corruption of Muhammad or Mohammed. Now, I mentioned that because one of the good brothers on the panel the other day talks about, was there a possible connection there in regards to the etymology? This goes back to the trials of the Knights Templar, where they were actually worshiping this particular deity that you see here, right? And it is in then we get to Eliphaz.
So this same Baphomet that you're talking about, didn't you Hebrews worship this Baphomet by all? Didn't y'all do the same thing? Don't y'all worship this too?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. You
No.
sure?
Positive.
Okay. How not so?
Positive.
Okay.
Positive. So, Eliphaz
Oh,
Levi.
and can you? And I got another question. So, can you explain what this has to do with Freemasonry?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
No, I mean, you're reading a lot. Like, what does?
Yeah, that's why it's called a presentation.
No, see, but we're having a conversation, not.
And you're welcome to have a conversation. And so when I get to that, and I'm telling you,
brother,
do you want to hear what I'm saying, brother, or not? You ask me a question.
Listen,
and I answer.
But listen, bro, calm down. I said we're having a conversation, right?
Right.
So listen, I don't mind you presenting things. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, brother, we're moving this along. Let's have a conversation. Like you can't give me a quick synopsis or get to the point or you're ending, laying your plane.
I agree with him on this, Yarah, because you're doing.
First of all, if you wanted to come up here.
No, we're having a conversation. You're not talking. I'm listening to you.
Hey, man, I want both of y'all, man, to really be quiet when I'm talking.
Who are you,
because
brother? This is this man's show. You can't tell this man what to do on his show, brother.
Me and sa.neter had an agreement, so I don't care what you say.
What agreement did y'all have? Because I wasn't
privy to
this agreement.
Was that as I go through my presentation?
No, that wasn't an agreement. Agreement was a conversation and a discussion. You just the flyer says a high level discussion, not a high level presentation from Yarah and the brother.
That's your problem that you didn't bring a presentation because sa.neter was prepared for you to do that.
But we didn't say we were debating or bringing presentation.
This is not a debate.
We were having a conversation, brother.
sa.neter.
You know what a conversation is, brother?
sa.neter. When
you're the only one talking.
Listen, I'm not talking to you anymore.
But the conversation is supposed
all right, hold up. Yarah. A presentation is when you are debating.
No,
this is a conversation.
This is a part of the conversation.
You gotta allow the brother to have the same equal time. You're doing a lot of reading though.
Hold on. Wait a minute. To both of y'all, sa.neter, you said at the beginning of this show, Yarah, you got a presentation. I said, yes. You asked this brother, did he bring one? He said, no. You said, well, Yarah, show your presentation. And if the brother got questions along, then he can stop and ask questions.
No, he said if the brother got questions and he want to stop you, we're going to allow the brother to stop you. So now I'm
actually right, exactly.
And you said, well, give me a minute because I want to keep going. But that's what then I asked. And then I said, because I don't think you're listening, well, do you have a quick synopsis of the point that you're trying to get to so you can land your plane or park your car? That's exactly what you said by me. Do you not understand?
So you can allow me to answer that question, which you didn't because you can't shut up.
No, listen, brother, because you're finna go back into the presentation.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying here? Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh.
You asked me, do I have a synopsis? My synopsis is going to come along in my presentation.
No, that's not what a synopsis, brother.
That is a synopsis, brother.
That's you summarizing. That's not you giving the presentation.
You know how long my presentation actually is?
Oh my!
And I'm not even. I haven't even. You've seen me skip pages. I'm not even going through the full thing. So I am giving you a summarization of my presentation. Like what? Like you asked me a question. I tried to give you an answer.
Just go on, bro. Just go, bro.
Yeah,
you ain't got to keep explaining. Just go, bro. I'm gonna let you have it. You want, bro. Let's go. Go ahead.
Yeah, just shut up for a second. It's cool.
Oh my God.
So at the end
hey, man, I told you about the disrespect of the shut up, man. Come on, man. Be cool,
hey,
man. Be cool, man. Be cool.
You only respond. You can't do it on your own.
Be cool, but you ain't gotta say. You can say be quiet, be cool with the shut up, bro. Just be cool, bro. Because you wouldn't do this if you, bro.
I wouldn't do it where.
You wouldn't do it in my bro. Just be cool.
I wouldn't do it in your face.
Bro, I asked, be respectable, bro. Because if you did, bro, just be cool. Bro.
I wouldn't do it in your face,
bro. You didn't call me your son, bro. Listen, you didn't call me Yarah. Just get the information, Yarah. Damn.
But you gotta shut up.
You right.
God dang, bro. You gotta shut up. I don't get it. That's what's wrong with niggas. They don't.
There you go again.
Read.
There you go again. He don't know how to be disciplined and just go ahead and just say what he need to say. He got to go with ad hominems and call me niggas and
nigga,
not
all you gotta you won't let me say what I gotta say because you
all right. Yarah, I'm gonna allow you to just do this last one, and then y'all gotta have a conversation. I can't allow you to just be reading.
The conversation. Okay, well, if you won't allow me to read it, then you shouldn't have said I could do my presentation. It's his fault
Right,
he didn't
but-
come because you expected him to come with what's like that. Don't
No,
blame
I
me. You expected him to come.
because no, I expected a
You
debate,
expected him to come with
but I learned today that this was going to be a conversation. I thought it was going to be a debate. Remember how we talked about it earlier?
Yesterday we said a
conversation.
conversation.
A conversation and a debate is the same thing, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Okay,
But if the brother don't have a presentation, I can't allow you to dominate the conversation, Yarah.
That's his fault.
No, it ain't no fault, brother.
Because
it's
I couldn't
about,
be.
it's about being fair, bro.
With a butter knife.
Yarah, it's about being fair. You got to give the brother the same equal time, man.
No, I don't mind him giving a presentation.
You got to be able to go off the head, Yarah. Like this brother going off the head. That's having a conversation.
You can start checking me. I give resources in the books for people to go read and look it up.
Don't tell me what I got to do.
Google it.
Don't tell me what I got to do. Right? All I'm saying is that don't bring a butter knife to a gunfight.
Well, you the butter knife.
Where your presentation? Where your presentation? Because all you saying is I can't tell you my secret.
On the screen. Bro, go do your presentation, bro. We said you can go ahead. Just read it.
That's
just go. Bro, just go.
You crying like sa.neter always talking about Israelites crying. Now you got this nigga up here crying.
All right, come on with the name, the name, Yarah. Now the people are saying they don't know which one is the most undisciplined, you or Apostle, man.
I don't give a damn what the people say.
That's not a point. Just give me the information. I'm steady asking you to go. You won't even go because you're so caught up in talking about me. Just
because
go.
What you're trying to do is, brother, you was already given the floor that if you had a question, you could stop me. I don't know what part of that you didn't understand.
How much time y'all want, Beard? Going back and forth. 2 minutes?
Listen.
He can take as much time as he wants, bro.
No, it ain't about
he can take as much time as he wants.
So Yarah, when I asked you to keep going, bro, all you had to do was just go on with your information.
No, nigga, you whining, bro.
No, listen, no, because I'm frustrated with you, bro. Because when I asked you what was the point of you reading what you said, and I said we were supposed to have a conversation. I said, well, do you have a quick synopsis of what you see the title on the screen? I'm interrupting you. He can't.
Like, come on, man, goddamn, bro, just go do what you got to do. You ain't got to talk about nothing else. Do you have a question? You want to say something?
I don't have a question for this foolery, man. I don't.
You know
all right, yo. All right, yo. I'm getting ready to open up. I gotta open up the lines because I have a show scheduled at 9 o'clock.
Let's go.
I have another show scheduled at 9, and we are putting a SA7 on the hot seat. He got something he wants to smoke, so he will be up tonight.
And Yarah, you can come to my channel if you want to continue this. You can come to my channel.
Hey, man,
so right now, I got to open up the lines because we only got like 35 minutes left.
Let's go, Elder.
All right. So, Apostle, you was here first. Do you have any questions? I'm not asking you to give a speech. Do you have any questions, brother, for either one of the brothers?
No, sir. I ain't got no questions. If I can't make a statement,
you don't know how to make a statement. You give long lectures, brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We move on then.
Yeah. Move on.
All right. Rakupu.
Yeah. I just want to ask Yarah, because he said Jabalan, which is a connection. He was talking about the Masonic god Jabalan, and Jabalan is actually a combination of words. Jah from Yahweh, On from Egypt, and I forgot what Bu was, but all three of them. My thing is, how did the Hebrews at one point allow? Because it seemed like the Hebrews throw rocks and hide their hand. What I mean by that, not just the Hebrews, Christians as well. They claim this word God and Lord, two words that came out of pagan societies, and they allow it to run the narrative of their books as the ultimate deity coming from the thoughts and passions and rations of pagans. There's no word in Hebrew or in the Hebrew word God or.
What happened to the question?
That's my no. Get out our question.
What happened
Apostle, don't come in here being disrespectful, bro. What's wrong with you Israelites? The
Ain't
brothers.
nothing wrong with these Israelites, man. Y'all ain't nothing wrong with these Israelites. Y'all be on bullshit. Ain't nothing wrong with these.
Come on, Yarah. You ain't got discipline today, brother. What's happening with you,
I
bro?
got great discipline, but you backtrack on what you said when you came
Not
up this.
Because it's not going nowhere with this.
Okay, but you backtrack on what you said.
No, I'm not backtracking, brother. I'm not back. I'll tell you what, Yarah. If you want to come up tomorrow by yourself, you can do your whole presentation. Now, I give you that.
Yeah, I don't got no problem with that.
Yeah, I will allow you to do your whole presentation without no interruptions, brother.
Yeah, I don't got no problem with that. But next time, he got to know if he come up. Listen,
I agree.
No, I don't got to know because we having a conversation.
Hold on, Bear, hold on.
Okay. What I'm saying is, if any other time anybody hit this panel and there's a discussion going on, what's the first thing y'all say? Where your sources at?
Correct.
So I come up here with sources, and we got Mr. Beard up here with no sources, and then you sa.neter, oh no, come off the top of your dome. I can freestyle off the top of my dome better than anybody.
Hey, Yarah, I'm gonna say to you, I do agree with you because Beard confessed that he been watching this channel for so long.
That's all I'm saying.
Beard, I do charge you with not coming with your source.
Can I say something?
I gotta give him that.
Well, can I say something? Yeah, this is.
Wait up, Bear. Can I just finish my question, Bear?
Yeah, we gonna go. Let's go right back to Rakufu so we don't get sidetracked. And please, Apostle, you got to turn Apostle, please, brother.
Okay, so Blacksage, I see. That's what I mean by throwing rocks and hiding your hand. How is it and who is it of your ilk in leadership allow that pagan word God and that pagan word Lord to be the narrative of your script?
Yeah, that's a great question. That did not come from Israelites. That came from the Catholic Church. And that word God is a Gothic term that was brought into the text, right? That's their translation, right? Because it's not even a Greek translation. It's a Gothic Nordic term, God. So that's not even our word. Yeah. So that's why when we read the text, often we don't say God or Yahweh. We don't say God or Lord. We say Yahweh, right? We actually use the name of our God, right? And so that's not an Israelite paradigm, but that's actually a good question, Rakufu.
Appreciate it. That's it. Go ahead, y'all.
Hey, hold on. Bear, do you want to respond to that question?
Yeah. So again, I know about the short up and shut up, but yesterday we said we were going to have a conversation, right? That's what we said. So if it leads,
you ain't got to go back to that, brother. We good. I asked if you wanted to respond to Rakufu's question.
Oh no, I don't have a problem with Rakufu saying. I ain't got a problem with it, and I just wanted to respond to what you guys said earlier. But if I can't, that's cool too.
No, go ahead, respond, brother.
No, all I said this was a conversation. Now, leading up to a debate, you know how you have your and we have conversation and we go back and forth and walk the bam, and then comes the debate, we bring out our sources. So that's what this was supposed to be, a conversation, not me listening to him present something for hours. And then when I do say something, after he said I can ask a question, he goes off and get to calling me names. That's what's happening. So it wasn't that I wasn't prepared, because anything that he put up on the screen, I did explain. Whether he accepted it or not, that's on him, right? I explained everything. He asked me questions. I don't have to have a source. You can go just like he Googling and pulling up books. Everybody else can do the same thing. But if that's what I need to do, present a PowerPoint, I have no problem with entering into a formal debate, because I texted and asked you earlier. This is just a conversation and not a debate, right? I text you that and you said no. You said yes, sir. Remember, this is just a conversation, not a debate.
That's right. So if I knew I was that's why I put it on the flyer, and I said it at the beginning of the show.
Right. So if I knew I was coming into a place where it was going to be a formal debate, I would have put together a quick PowerPoint, and I wouldn't have did it. See, that's why I said let's do it the next day, because if I wanted to do a presentation, I wouldn't have been able to do it in a day, because that's how I was on my way home from work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I need to put a presentation together, I have no problem with doing that, since I was ill prepared today.
Right. I just wish my brother Yarah, as a Hebrew Israelite, had a little more discipline and respect for his brother. That's all I'm saying, Yarah. The brother ain't coming out calling you names. And he called you one thing one time, but he backed off of it. He backed off and apologized.
No, he got upset because I said he wasn't a Mason. That's my right.
No, no, brother. All I said
just was like y'all. Just like y'all,
said,
hold
I'm not
on,
calling you
man.
not an Israelite. I said,
Hold on, Bill. You got to let us speak now. Let us speak.
Just like everybody on this panel every day come on this chat in this platform and say you're not an Israelite because you can't prove you're an Israelite. Where your DNA? I don't cry over that, and I still come on this platform.
True.
And they say that every goddamn day, every time I come over here for years. You're not an Israelite. They've been telling us that for hundreds of years. Y'all ain't Israelites.
but as a man,
hold on, Beard. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Yarah. I've been seeing this in the chat for a while, and you don't want to be labeled as the son of apostle, brother. They are calling you now apostle's son. You know, and I've seen it from a few different people. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be labeled as that, brother.
Hey, listen, I count that as an honor to be called the son of that man. He's a great man. The hell what y'all say. Some of y'all don't even know y'all goddamn daddies. Never met them.
All right, I got you. All right, let me go to who else? Who else got you?
King J. I think I was next.
King. Let's go, King.
Peace to the panel. Peace, Beard. Peace, Yarah. Quick question. So Beard, my auntie, she is an auxiliary rose, right? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
She's an OES, so she's an auxiliary rose, right? She's the highest in her, you know what I'm saying? Warp Shabam. So
she's a grand matron.
Yeah, she is out of Detroit. Two things, right? I agree with everything you said, especially the 3 degrees. She even told me that. She said there's only 3 degrees: fellowship, master, and then there's another one. She said everything else after that is just a different department added on, and she's added 30 of them. She said, right? So I agree with you with that. The Baphomet, I don't understand where he's getting that from. I'm familiar with the Jah, Baal, and Khufu is Osiris. Is Jah, Baal, and Osiris. I'm more familiar with Ptah, right? I'm more familiar with Ptah being the grand master architect of the universe instead of than the Jabalan, right? So I want you to speak on Ptah, right? And then if you can, right? If I don't want to divulge any secrets, if you can speak on Ptah, speak on Ptah. And the only contention I had with you, brother, it was that she said that you cannot be an atheist and be a Mason.
I'm not an atheist. I'm not an atheist.
Okay, well, I thought you said you did. I thought you said you were. So that's why I said that. You can't be in a lodge and be an atheist. So that's why when he asked you, are you a Mason? I was like, well, maybe you're not in an actual lodge right now if you're an atheist, because you did say you switched your religion to you don't know what you are right now. So that's my only contention with you. But
I was agnostic. I didn't say I didn't know what my religion was. I said I started off. I was an Israelite once before.
Well, agnostic kind of means you're looking for a reason to believe. I'm agnostic. I'm looking for a reason to believe in something.
I need evidence. I won't say reason for, but evidence. I would
right.
Say
so I'm agnostic as well. So I understand. So I just really wanted you to speak on Ptah opposed to this Jah, Baal, Osiris that.
One second, Beerless. He made one thing he said.
No, stop. Rakufu? No, Rakufu. Go ahead, King. They finished.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the brother Beard. I just want to talk to him. I want him to build a little bit about Ptah, and that's it.
Well, you know what? I don't. Okay, well, Ptah, you know, the energy mound Ptah, you know, he came from, you know, the ground erupted and put that was Ptah. I don't really got. I ain't got anything right, but you know what I'm saying. I'm there with it, but I ain't. You know, right now, yeah. But I understand what it is and where it come from. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
For sure. So that's why I'm kind of. So when Yarah's bringing up Baphomet in this Babylon, I'm like, you can't Google sources in regards to Masonry and think you're getting the true secrets off of YouTube. So go ahead.
So King J, you're saying that Yarah don't know what he's talking about when he bring up Baphomet?
At all. At all.
Baphomet don't have nothing to do with Masonry, you saying?
No, because you can look at the same thing. Cause look, Star. They do the same thing with the Star of David.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
so it's how they're using it. I don't think so. Yarah's trying to put on Masonry this evil Luciferian cult. I don't see that.
I just want to say this. King J had asked me. He had said that Jabullah was meaning Jah, which is Yahweh, and on
Ball and Osiris.
but it's not ball is no, it's not Osiris, it's on.
It's
The
on.
ON is an Egyptian sacred center, Heliopolis, or the city of Ra.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let Yarah respond, and then I'm gonna go to you, Ashe.
Yeah, but Rakufu is right, but On and Ra was that still was the center for Osiris. So you guys are kind of both correct on that. But I'm gonna tell King J where I wholly disagree with him, right? When we talk about the Baphomet, because we know the Baphomet, the image that we see, that came later on. But this is why I was showing earlier when they were talking about the Sabbatic goat. The Sabbatic goat is what we know came from directly from the goat of Mendes, right? And we know the goat of Mendes, that comes out of ancient Kemet's esoteric teaching. So in that, and I even also read it where he talked about the god Pan that they also worship. That Pan, if you understand what Pan is a half man, half goat. This is what this comes from. And this is all the things that Alfred Pike, there, like I said, that's why I asked him, did he have anything against Albert Pike that he didn't agree with? He said some things he disagreed with. I can accept that. So my question was, or would have been, is this one of those things? And if so, why? Because Albert Pike sure taught it, and many people in the Scottish Rite that he claims he deal with, they deal with that today. And I don't understand. Well, I do understand. Let me take that back. I do understand that it is part of their initiation rites that they refuse to speak on it. That's why I showed that video from the very beginning. They have to take those secrets to their grave, even amongst their own brethren. They have to take those secrets to their graves. That's why I showed that video. And that is not something Yarah made up. That's something that was recorded against their knowledge, them not knowing, because trust me, they wouldn't have never put that out to the public.
Now, hey, Yarah, I want to ask you the question. I want to ask you the question that I asked Fed Up yesterday. Was it Fed Up? Yes. Do you think the Masons that's not a higher degree yet, do you think they know the secret, or they will only get to know it when they reach the top of whatever it is?
My position is, I think there are very few African American Masons that ever will get to there. Very few.
Okay.
I'm not saying that there aren't any. I'm saying there are very few, because this is still by far a white supremacist thing. Now they'll tell you, even back in the 1800s, they even today, they will allow. They got some lodges that don't allow blacks still to this day.
I see you, Apostle. I got to go to Ashe first.
I'm going to land real quick. They have some lodges that will not accept black folks. I know one specifically in Tennessee. They will not accept black people into their lodge. You got some in Massachusetts, they will allow, but they're mostly white, but they will allow. Right?
Did y'all see? Did anybody see the movie? Hold up. Did anybody see the movie Rosewood?
Yeah. When the son came to him and asked him, Daddy,
do y'all remember when the black dude came to him?
No, when the white dude came in the house and then the son ran to him and was like, Daddy, woo up the bam. And he was like, yeah, because then he showed the ring.
Yeah, there you go. He's supposed to help his other Masons.
All right. Let me go. Let me say that I'm proud of Apostle practicing discipline. I'm proud of you, brother. Please don't let me take that back. I'm proud of you. Don't let me take it back tonight. You're doing very well. I'm gonna come to you right after Ashe. Ashe, what's up, brother?
Ooh wee, man. I hate to say it, Yarah was kind of on him today. Now, I want to put this in there. There's definitely, when the brother was saying that he wasn't a Mason based off the job line information, I get where he was coming from. Because it's so deep rooted when you're dealing with that, like you say, that Yahweh, that Baal, and that On. Because we looking at a connection geographically even. You got to observe what's going on in Kemet, their connection to the Levant. And I mean, we've been talking about God energy, me, humble. We've been talking about this Canaanite thing in its connection dealing with Yah and Baal and the whole Baal cycle in itself. So there's something going on there. Now, there's an aspect of this I thought the brother Yarah was going to touch on, which was the Babylonian aspect of it, with the Babylonian influence of what's going on. Because there's a certain hazing ritual that happens. sa.neter was talking about it. There's a certain hazing ritual, and now I might rub the Hebrews wrong, but of course I don't care. Where the Babylonians had a festival called Utuku or Ituku. And this festival was a festival in which, the roles got reversed. Men wore women's clothes, women wore men's clothes, kings became peasants, they played the role of the king. It's a big reversal thing. Now, that lasted for several weeks. The Hebrews during Babylonian exile developed Purim. Now, Purim is seen as a Jewish Halloween. Because the Jews, what they do is they enact a tuku, where the roles reverse, man. And central to Purim is a reading of the book of Esther. The book of Esther is all about role reversal. Esther, this peasant-like woman, she becomes queen, and the queen, she becomes like the peasant-type woman, and so forth. Same thing happened to Mordecai and other figures within the book of Esther. So it's this Utuku Purim theme, and the Masons reserve this as well, coming all the way from Utuku when you're talking about them being stripped of their insignia, their regalia, their titles. See, it's a symbolic stripping, and then they're symbolically nude. This is all going back also to the Hiram Abiff ritual as well, because even within that, he was also stripped, ridiculed, taking off his clothes, and then you also dealing with that secret as well. That secret, for they even said that Hiram Abiff cut his own tongue out so he can retain the secret. And this has more Babylonian connection to it, because this is going back to Enki as well. Enki was the grand creator, the grand craftsman, who also kept the secret. This was the same secret that Ainena had to trick him to take from him. This was the ME tablets. That was the secret knowledge.
All right. You gotta say some of this, man. You gotta say.
All right, let me fall. Yeah,
you gotta come back to you, man. Bomb Squad is in the building, y'all.
I say.
Hey, sa.neter, can I say something?
Squad is in the building.
Hey,
Now, hold on, Yarah. I gotta come around to you. I got a few people that ain't speak yet, and I want to give. I want to let the beard. You want to respond to any of this?
Yeah, Master Hiram Abiff didn't cut out his own tongue. He didn't cut out his own tongue. That's first of all. Some of what the brother was, most of what the brother was saying was true. Besides, the latter part. But no. Other than that, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't really have too much to say. But the brother didn't cut out his own tongue. That's
all right, Maroon Nation, let's go. Oh. And then I got you, Apostle.
Peace.
You next,
right.
Apostle.
My question is that now I remember you stating how Tubal-Cain was a Mason, correct?
Who are you talking to?
No, he talking to me. I hinted towards that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so you hinted towards that because I know if you look up Tubal-Cain, Freemasonry, the emblem that they have for that. And I'll touch on that right after I ask. So do you know who his sister was?
I forgot, but yeah.
Neymar, right?
Yeah, she was the first person to weave and do all. Yeah.
Okay. Now you also know that that's a demon, right?
Well, you tell that to the Hebrew Israelites in their Bible. I ain't got nothing to do with that. What you telling me that for? You need to be telling him that. Not me. You need to be that. This question need to be given to the elder.
Because you hinted towards Tubal-Cain. So
Tubal-Cain, not Tubal-Cain. I said Tubal-Cain. It's pronounced Tubal-Cain, not Tubal-Cain.
Yeah,
that's
Tubal-Cain.
Right.
But if this is his sister and she's a demon, and I'm saying that Freemasonry is connected to Luciferianism, then And we can take the same name on, we can put her right there with King Solomon as his wife. Matter of fact, the only wife that is given by name. And if you go again into the Zohar, you will see that she's a demon who gave birth to King Solomon's child. This is why in Freemasonry you have King Solomon and his followers. So when you say that Freemasonry has nothing to do with Luciferianism, I'm confused on that.
I don't know how you confused. What you confused about?
I mean,
I don't even know what you confused about.
If you're dealing with a system that's dealing with witchcraft and doublement, right? And it's coming.
I don't do no witchcraft, brother. I'm telling you, I don't do no witchcraft, brother.
You telling me, but your system says otherwise. The system that you in.
Are you in my present system? Are you in my system of morality? Are you in my system? Do you practice my practice?
Now you.
I'm just asking you. Y'all practice my practice to tell me that? I'm just asking a question.
With the deflections, bro.
Right. It's a deflection because wow, Yarah, me and that brother was talking, man. You don't know how to be quiet like a pop, like the elder doing right now. Be cool, brother, son.
No, I
be
don't.
Cool, son. Hey, but Maroon Nation.
Don't
so
deflect.
What you mean deflecting? This should be a question for you.
It's a question for you because this is connected to Freemasonry.
No, Masonry doesn't have anything to do with Luciferian. Period. I just answered your question.
I wish I could bring up some slides real quick.
You can show your slides next time I come back to you. Right now, let me get Apostle. He's been so polite, man. I am so proud of you, brother. I'll shake your hand if I was there with you, man.
What you need to do is just work on yourself.
And that's being rude now. I'm just telling you.
I'm being rude because
everybody
stopped me from even coming up here and
hey, Apostle, nobody want to hear crying. You got the floor right now. Listen to me. I'm allowing you to speak right now. Ain't nobody come on up here crying. Say what you want to
hear. That. I don't want you. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
I'm gonna upload a crybaby sound. Okay. I got to do that.
You open up the crybaby song because you're the baby. Believe me.
So hold on, man. So am I bringing you up here to insult me or what? I'm asking you to go ahead, brother. You got the floor.
You just insulted me, man.
How I insulted you? How I insulted you?
When you told me if I don't have a question, I can't talk.
That was at the beginning. Now we went around
without a question.
Are you gonna speak or not, man?
Yeah, I got a question for you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
But that's your discipline short area.
Oh man.
You got a discipline short area. Stop pointing out my problems when you are avoiding your problems. Look at your own
self. Hey, Apostle, you ain't got no problem with no discipline, man. Don't let them make you say that. But you ain't got no problem.
I will argue.
That's these jellyback devils.
I will argue to this is the toughest environment. I don't want to hear none of that pansy-wansy stuff. None of them don't. I will argue until I'm dead.
Look, he still ain't say nothing yet. I'm like letting him go.
So, Yarah, you mentioned how you mentioned how the blacks from Prince Hall will probably never get to the truth of the matter. I find that coincidental for the fact that their only reason for existence is for dudes. No organization can function without money. So you need even I think it was Arthur Bivens or one of them guys back then that said that's why they had to bring the Mexicans in, because they bring people bring money that helps us. Yep. Now that's just another side story, but that's the truth about the whole matter. Most of these guys doesn't even know what they are involved in.
Nope.
In the Bible, it tells you,
wow,
not to take an oath under no circumstances, swear by neither this altar or this altar. You're not supposed to be taking oaths, but people do. And one thing they got to do in Prince Hall is take an oath. We know that, even though they might not know what they're doing. I know that it leads back to Luciferianism.
So, Apostle,
Luciferianism.
When you become an Israelite, don't you take an oath to Yahweh?
No.
You don't take an oath to Yahweh?
No, we don't swear by
Yahweh. Every time you get up there, you give praise and honor to Yahweh. Why?
Praise and honor to Yahweh is not swearing.
Man, yo, brother, you take an oath. All Israelites take an oath to uphold the law, statutes, and
we do not take no oath.
Yeah, okay. Okay. You don't have to say it. No, hold on. Listen to me, man. Listen. I'm gonna pass you back the mic. You don't have to say it's an oath, but it's an oath without saying it. Understand that?
No.
You don't take it. I just said, yo, I'm gonna let you talk. You can say no until you get red, but you're taking the goddamn oath to uphold the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High God. So you can say no until you get red in the face. It's an oath. Go ahead, brother.
There is no formal recital that we stand before anybody and swear that we keep the law and commandments.
You stand before the Most High.
That's a lie. That's a lie. And that shows your stupidity.
Well, actually, they pray to Lucifer. Let me stop. Go ahead.
We don't pray to Lucifer.
Y'all, you must don't know your Bible. Then read that again.
Yeah. So I pray to Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Lucifer. I know who I pray to. You know, the point is, it's all Luciferianism. Even the presidents of the United States are Masons. They're skull and bones Masons.
No.
Yes, every single one of them, including Obama. They all got to swear that oath. Every single one of them. From George Bush to his daddy, all of them. They even get into the crisscross dressing. They all involved in it. You're lying and you're not being truthful.
All right. Let me say this, Apostle. Watch this. Watch this. I want everybody to listen to this. Does Israelites take a formal oath to the Most High God to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High? It says yes. The Israelites enter a formal covenant with God would serve as a legal blinding oath to follow his laws and statutes and commandments. Hey, brother Rakufu, where you at, brother? Brother Rakufu. Damn, man. Now Rakufu.
Oh, there you go.
They're talking about the Ashkenazi Jews.
Hold on, Apostle. I need you to look up. Do the Israelites take a form of oath to uphold the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God? Look that up and read it to us so they know I'm not lying.
Okay.
You're lying about who it is.
Be quiet, brother. Be quiet, brother.
Be quiet. I'm answering you. Why I gotta be quiet?
Because, man, I'm trying to get this brother first.
Man,
I be talking about. Y'all think I be sleeping on this?
It's talking about the Ashkenazi Jew.
Oh man, we're gonna find out what it's talking about. We're gonna find out what it's talking about.
Okay, I got it right here.
All right, be quiet. Read it, brother.
Does the Israelites take an oath to Yahweh to keep up the law, statutes, and commandments? Yes, absolutely. In bold writing. The Israelites formally took an oath in bold writing, a covenant now to Yahweh to keep the law, statutes, and commandments in bold writing. That oath is foundational to Israelite identity. You can't even be an Israelite if you don't.
That is.
Leave me alone. I don't know your Bible. You don't know your Bible. I told you I'm better than you with this, and y'all don't know your Bible.
You just don't know who an Israelite is. A difference from a Jewish man and an Israelite. You don't know the difference. They the ones that keep Purim. I ain't never kept Purim a day in my life.
What?
Okay? I keep atonement. I keep Passover. I keep the Sabbath. All right? I ain't never kept no Purim.
Yarah do. I bet Yarah do.
And I doubt it.
No, I don't keep. I don't keep.
I doubt if any Hebrew Israelite do it.
The whole UPK. Okay, my bad. The whole UPK do Purim though. And this came out their mouth. The whole UPK.
No, I don't believe they do. Not the way you said it. No, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I know they don't be cross-dressed.
No. That's why I said Jews around the world.
All right, hold on. Let me let Apostle finish. Go ahead, Apostle. Before we move.
I'm just saying, all these are lies, man. God has not required me. You know what a covenant is?
I told you it's a.
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
I do know what I'm talking about.
What you're talking
You're the one that don't know what you're talking about.
I don't swear by no altar, as God said. Because you can't,
and watch Yarah agree with you. Yarah, do you take an oath without saying it's an oath to uphold the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High God? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, technically a covenant is an oath.
Thank you.
Covenant is, but that's not taking an oath.
Man, shut up, Apostle.
Yeah, a covenant is.
Shut up. That's not.
What you say, Yarah?
I said, yes, a covenant is an oath, but the scripture that we're referring to, when Apostle says, you're not supposed to take an oath, that's something you're not supposed to swear your life on, or promise that you can make, that or vow you take that you cannot keep. That's the difference in that. There's a nuance in that.
Not even in the court of law.
All right. We got to move on. Correct. Apostle, you finished? We got to move on. You done, Apostle? I watch you say no. You done, Apostle?
No. I just wanted to say I don't swear by no court of law.
Okay.
You muted my mic when I was saying it.
All right.
Never sworn by no court of law.
Okay.
Even as a Christian, because I knew better.
All right. Hey, let me go on over to Beard. Beard, do you hear this, Beard? You see what's going on here, brother?
Yeah, man. I already
they got at you for taking the oath, and here it is. They all take an oath, brother.
I know this. Yeah,
it's not the same.
I know the Bible too, sa.neter.
I know it's not the same because y'all different. I know.
Look how rude and disrespectful he is. You were talking to me. He still just gotta talk. He still just gotta say something, man. Hey.
All right. Go ahead. Finish, Beard.
Yeah, but like I say, man, I knew what I was coming into, man. I already knew Yarah was delusional. I'm not gonna disrespect Elder Apostle and say that to him. But yeah, but this man, like, bro, you don't know nothing, bro. Like, you ain't been in. You saying, you talking to people, you Googling, you pulling up books, and you have a person that you don't believe. But you have someone here telling you and saying, like, bro, this is this and this is that, and you still don't believe it. That's on you. That's all I can say.
Nigga, you ain't said nothing.
Come on, man.
I think they need to focus more on that Bible and figure that out. Why he trying to figure me out, bro, or the Masons or whatever he want to call.
Like I said, man, you ain't. Like I said, your black skin won't allow you to be initiated into nothing that these real Masons do. You are nothing but a due payer. You pay up to the Grand Masters, to the 32nd, 33rd degree. Yeah, that's all you are. That's all y'all are, is a money train.
All right, now Yarah. All right, now Yarah. You know I gotta spank you on that, because when you look at ISUPK, IUIC, GMS, all of them pays tithes. When you look at the Muslims, they all pays tithes, brother. All of them. When you look at
this, you don't know what he's talking about. You don't even know what he's talking about.
Hold on. And you hold on. You can't have a movement without money. And so even in the new Black Panther Party, we all had to pay some dues. You know why? Because we got to get flyers. We go out of town. We travel. What is wrong with you, man? Ain't nothing wrong with paying dues.
What the hell wrong with you, sa.neter? It wasn't no you weren't paying no dude. The Black Panther was paying no dude.
The reason why they paid. That's why they might not know. That's the reason why they paid. That's what they're there for.
Apostle, hold on.
The organization needs money.
To no European.
Period.
the hell out of here, sa.neter. I'm telling you, the black Freemasons at Prince Hall,
think Masons pay to
you.
Europeans.
Pay dues to them white folks.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I want to say this
they pay to the white folk.
Yeah, I want to say this to Isaiah.
They pay to the white folk.
Say this to him though. He was dead spot on with the information he got out. I'm gonna bring some of that out tomorrow because that's some of the information I got about that exact festival. He's dead spot on with that. That's why I said, sa.neter, you kind of jumped ahead. I'm even glad you brought that out because I didn't know you ever seen that. But when I was talking about that they're mimicking this goddess, this is why they're called the sons of light. All that is Babylonian. It came out of there. They actually enculturated it because if you actually talk about the Babylonians, they'll tell you they're really the first historians. The first historians claim to be Babylonians. They're the ones that propagated a lot of this, and this is the ritual practice and rites that you see. If you say you're part of the Scottish Rite, you're not being initiated if you're not following what they were following those thousands of years ago. So shout out to I gotta give honor to Unhamlin's due. He was dead spot on with that. Good information.
All right, let me ask God Energy, how much of this presentation you heard, brother? Because you're coming in late.
Peace, y'all. I caught almost the whole thing. The connection.
You're breaking up, brother. You're breaking up. Your frequency is not right.
I think he on the subway or something.
Yeah, you're breaking up. We got to move forward.
New York connection.
You know, for some reason, people been calling me a Mason for a long time. Family, if I was a Mason, I would tell everybody, yeah, I'm a Mason. And I'd be proud to tell everybody.
I swear I thought you was a Mason, bro. I can tell you're a Mason. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm not a Mason, man.
That picture you took.
I'm not a Mason, man.
We stone builders. We all Masons.
All right, let me go on over to let me see who I got to go to, man. Who ain't speaking in a minute? Let me go to Maroon Nation. Unmute yourself, brother.
Peace. You can hear me?
I can hear you, and then I got Humble next.
All right. Would you allow me to show a
PowerPoint? Fed up. You should have came up in here, man. Give the brother some backup, man.
I didn't need it.
You let me show a PowerPoint real quick.
How long?
No, it's just
yeah, let's go. Let's get it.
Okay.
Rebel Roster, you there?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I'll let you go. I'll let you go after Nation and then Humble. Roster ain't speak yet.
And they got Ross' name in the Jabula. That's the same Jah, ain't it?
Hey, yo, you see how the spirit of the ancestors come to me, man, and gave me that information? That shit just hit me when he talked about taking the oath. And I was like, hold on. Yeah, the Hebrews take an oath.
No, we don't take an oath. You need to stop that.
You're a little crybaby, brother. Yarah already told you did. So I believe Yarah this time. And that's why I'm going to make another song, brother.
Hey, Sa, what's that thing called when you become a Muslim? What is it called, Sa? You take the Shahada.
That's your Shahada. That's the same thing, brother. That's like, it's just called
Shahada. They take that.
It's just like taking the oath. They just use the word Shahada. It's the same thing. Yo, why you keep talking out of turn, brother? Why you keep doing that? When I mute you, you got to stop doing that. Don't you be telling King J and all that the same thing? Do we tell you that, King J? When he mute you unmute yourself, don't he get mad with that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, see? So come on, Apostle. This is my show, brother. This is my show. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at him. All right. I see your presentation. I'm trying to make him a better brother, man, a better Israelite. That's all. All right, it's not sharing. Why is it not sharing?
Hey, it might be me. Let me stop.
Okay. Now when the brother Beard was talking, he said this is Tubal Cain right here. Like I said, if you go online,
not Tubal Cain, man.
Right,
You keep saying Tubal Cain. It's Tubal Cain.
exactly the way you're saying it. Cool. If you look on the pictures, you would see that it's two balls in a cane, right? And this is reference to him saying being the first Freemason, right? So then
I didn't say he was the first Freemason.
Okay. Well, according to the a lot of the Masons that I know, they'll say, "Oh, that's the first Freemason," right there. Well, or no, actually, the first would be Adam. My fault. Then that would be. So then I wanted to point out this right here because I'm saying that the system of Freemasonry is turning the worship towards the woman. So if you look on the top, you would see the clit, and you would look and if you look from the inside, you see the lips and the G spot, because this is yoni worship at its finest. When you take both of them and you put them together. Am I correct on this? Yes or no, Beard?
If that's what you believe.
If that's what I believe.
If that's what you believe, brother. I don't know what you believe, brother.
The compass and squares a click.
That's what he believed, brother. I don't know.
That's some pseudo book masonry. Come on now. You don't even need the brother Fed up to come up here, brother. You handle them nonchalantly because they come in with pseudo Google scholarship. Quit Googling this bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of it.
I thought that was just a compass and a square, mathematical tools. You know what a square is used for?
That's what I thought it was. A compass and a square.
For building. I think that's a nice speculative observation. No doubt.
A click?
I just know.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on,
King J.
Yo, hold on. King J, there's no cursing on the platform, brother.
Oh, my bad. That's what my bad. Okay. I'm not cursing, but that's what it says. What word can we say? Because that's what we supposed to say instead of that.
No, we still with the brother Maroon Nation. Maroon Nation asks you a question, Beard. And you can't answer the question by saying, if that's what you believe. It's either do you agree with it or you don't, and you can explain it.
Okay, well, why
that's the easy way out. That's the easy way out when you say, well, that's what you believe. That's the easy way out.
That's the easy way out for him, brother. I said what it was. It's a compass and it's a square. I don't know.
And he talked about the G spot.
I see a compass and a square. I don't see a woman's vagina or a G spot, brother.
Okay. There you have it. Go ahead, my bro.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't see it or say it, then I'm not gonna force him. But it's ironic how your symbols represent either the men's genitalia or the woman's, and in the symbol that y'all represent comes down to the women. That's why you hear a lot of them start saying recently how woman is God and this and that and the third, because this is coming out of the Freemasonic system.
So what do you think about the Ankh then? Because the Ankh is supposed to be a symbol of woman and man.
You see how but you see how
I'm just asking a question, brother.
And I'm about to answer it to you.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you notice, when they pull up these symbols, is always going back to these Freemasonic groups, like the Hoteps and all of them. Those are Freemasonic groups. So of course, whatever clothes they're coming under, it really doesn't matter. What they're promoting is what matters, and what they're promoting is that the female is God. That's the reason why they got them running down the streets in dresses and all of these things, because that's what they're doing.
Hey, Maroon, and anywhere in this, what you see, does it have man, woman, and child in here, or is it just woman?
On this right here, it's just the women on this.
Okay, because the brother brought up a good point. He talked about the Ankh, if you want to say the vagina here, the circle represents the vagina of the woman.
Yeah, exactly.
And
this is the teachings, right? This is the teachings that you get from them. So I'm not denying that they're teaching this stuff. What I'm saying is, if you looked at all of these different groups have something in common, and that's called Freemasonry. Right, and they'll call it by, oh no, it's really a Egypt thing, and painted black or whatever they want. But at the end of the day, the message is what really matters the most. They're all promoting that the female is God.
All right, let me move on. Do you want to respond to that, Beard?
Have you ever heard of Sophia? You ever heard of Sophia?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Stories and nations and how she created this, and so again, everything is recycled, brother. Like y'all, what are we talk? Everything is recycled. For everybody that believes something on this panel, everything is recycled, brother. And
good point.
Related to someone's ideology, philosophy, and understanding.
That's a good point. Good point.
Can I respond, sa.neter, real quick? Hey, bro.
Yes, respond, Yarah. Go ahead, Blacksage.
He keeps saying these things are recycled. We're not talking about things being recycled. You keep trying to deflect with that. You've been deflecting all night, not saying nothing. The issue is, bro, we're talking about the origins, and that's why I gave big ups to Brother Maroon yesterday and Wasar today, because what they're talking about is the origins. Now, we want to talk. If you want to say recycle, then you're recycling the origins of what we're saying, that you're still practicing these things today. That's why I showed that clandestine video at the very beginning of the presentation, showing what Masons actually practice. All those things come out, these Babylonian mystery systems. That's your secret.
Okay, so did you say clandestine? So do you know what clandestine is as far as Masonry goes? Because you said you showed a clandestine film. So do you know what clandestine means to a Mason?
No, I don't know what.
No. You just said you showed a clandestine.
I said I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
That means it's not true. That means it shouldn't. No.
Clandestine does not mean
it means it's wrong, brother.
Clandestine does not mean it's wrong or not true. I don't know where you get that from. Where did you get that from? Did
you not hear what I said? Do you know what clandestine means to a Mason? That's what I asked you, brother. I didn't say the word.
You said to a Mason.
So let me tell you what the definition of clandestine is. Clandestine is anything that's done in secrecy. I know what clandestine means, brother. Don't do that, Yarah. Please, Yarah. Please.
I think he was on point myself.
Please, Yarah. Please look.
I think he was on point.
What are you saying? Why don't you ask me what clandestine means when I said it was done in it was filmed a clandestine film? That means it was done in secret.
You said you showed a clandestine video. I asked you, do you know what clandestine means to a Mason? And then you said, well, I know what clandestine means. So I gave you the definition of the word clandestine. But again, I asked
you didn't. You gave it to what you said what it means to a Mason. Is there a different definition for what everybody else understands?
I just told and then you came back and said it means secret. I said it means it's bogus and it's wrong. I just told you that.
Hey, bro, I said if I say a clandestine film, that means it was a film done in secret. That's what I showed.
All right, all right, we got to move on. All right, Humble. I got Humble and then God Energy. Humble, what's up, brother? How much did you hear?
Blesses. I pretty much I've been here since the beginning, brother. So.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You can speak then.
Okay. So number one, the brother clearly, if I may, I just want to ask the brother, if I may, what's the brother name again? The Mason brother.
Beard. You call me Beard.
Okay.
Bro.
Do you believe, brother, or do you have thought about Pike and Aleister Crowley? How do you feel about their involvement in Masonry, and how do you think that their involvement shaped the way that outside of people look at Masonry?
And that's why we having this conversation because of Aleister Crowley and people like people like Pike. I don't necessarily subscribe like I told the brother to everything. I'm not Aleister Crowley. I ain't Albert Pike. No, I don't rock with that, brother. And then during those times, come on, you think I'm a fool? Don't you know I know about racism? And he was come on, man, let's stop it, bro. Let's stop it, bro. Come on.
I like how you asked that question.
Now, really fast. I'm allowed to finish.
Yeah.
The only reason I asked you those questions is because I know a couple of brothers on a panel was trying to hit you with Satanism.
Right.
And the reason Satanism even got introduced to Masonry was through Aleister Crowley, because he was a Satanist. And so when we looking at this thing that we are talking about Masonry, we have to also look at the people and what they brought, or how they attributed their works into Masonry. So do you think that your sect get a bad rep for a lot of things these brothers or these people did in the past?
I can agree with that, yes.
Okay. And I just want to, and one more thing, brother sa.neter, I want to read something. And I don't know why the brother, when he was asked this question, didn't just pull this up and read this, right? I want to talk about the compass and the square. We can all go look up what the compass and the square is, right? And we can know why they were used in Masonry, right? And so when you go look these things up, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so it's right here. I ain't gonna take too long. All right, so the compass and the square, right? The square is moral conduct. The compass is self-control and boundaries, right? So if a person don't know what they're looking at, it's easier to just look that thing up and to just make assumptions, because when you make an assumption, then everybody know the saying. But it's easy to look these things up. We don't have to make assumptions about these things. And the G in the middle of the compass and the square just means geometry, right? Or a divine architect, right? It's not that complicated. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that other stuff.
So Humble, you think the brother? You think the Humble real quick? So you think the brother, when he said the G spot, that's some pseudo? That was pseudo?
Yes, that's pseudo.
For sure, I agree.
Yeah. Disagree.
Yeah, I mean, are any of you guys familiar with the connection between when the brother brought up Yoni? Because I've heard this before, and this is why I brought out certain things. Like when you talk about, when the brother talks about Yoni and the Babylonian mystery system, these things do have a connection. And so for us to sit up here and say in their origins, and the reason why we can know this is that we know Yoni and Semiramis, who was in folklore the quote unquote wife to Nimrod,
right,
who was mother to Tammuz. These are the things that we know that Freemasonry held in their original belief system. Freemasonry often talk about them being as the builders. It's their mathematical or geometric system that they use. We understand what the square is, but they know that it's not just what a lot of this stuff that they give us is the fluff answer,
right?
Because their whole thing is to deflect from the Babylonian mystery system in mystery schools.
I see you, I see you, Apostle. But I'm going to God energy first.
Yeah, I'm a land.
All right, God energy, you got the floor.
Peace, y'all. Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yes, clear.
I was starting off saying that the Baphomet is a goat head, and Baal was a cow. So I know that makes people want to associate the two, but the Baphomet is not Baal, right? And they're representing two different animals, two different philosophies. The Baphomet is often androgynous, right? Having male and female parts. So there is a big separation between Baal and the Baphomet. Everyone up here, I'm a little disappointed in, except for Ashe and Humble. That's not being biased. It's just for the depth of the conversation. Why? Because the direct connection between the mystery systems to Masonry, that is deep. These mystery systems, Masonry systems, you could even find them in the Olmecs. The Olmecs had Masonry guilds.
You disappointed in me, brother?
Huh?
You disappointed in me?
No, sa.neter, you the host, you the moderator.
Stand your ground, bro. Stand your ground.
You out of there. You not in there.
Yeah,
but listen, but I'm gonna explain why I said that though, right? Even the Olmecs had Masonry guilds based off of like the bird, the serpent. So the ancient mystery systems and these Mason guilds, this was a regular part of these ancient civilizations. But to go from, let's say, the mystery systems of Kemet to Europe, that connection has to be made, right? And it is this connection through the cult of Isis, the cult of Serapis, that would bring these ancient mystery systems into the European and medieval era, right? So it was the borrowing through the Serapis cult, the Isis cult, and the Roman imperial cult that transmitted these ancient masonry systems into Europe for the later Rosicrucians and Masons to get a hold of it. So I think it is important to point out the lineage from the ancient mystery systems to the Roman mystery systems, who then gave it to the European mystery systems such as Masonry. Now, this is where the disappointment was, is because I waited all day yesterday and I waited today for the brothers to bring out the facts about the connection between Luciferianism, right? So you can say that the major Luciferian organizations were started by Masonry. It's harder to prove that Masonry itself is a Luciferian organization. But what is documented and 100% true is that the major Luciferian organizations like the Order of the Golden Dawn and the OTO were started by Masons. The Order of the Golden Dawn was started by William Westcott, William Woodman, and Samuel McGregor, both Masons. So the Order of the Golden Dawn, one of the most famous Luciferian organizations, was started by 3 Masons. The OTO was started by Jack Parsons, who was the head of the Agape Lodge. Jack Parsons was also associated with Aleister Crowley. Jack Parsons also worked with Wernher von Braun on the B-2 rocket program. Right? So this is where the Nazis, NASA, all of this comes into play with Masonry and Luciferianism. So the exact facts on the connection between Masonry and Luciferianism is that the major Luciferian organizations were started by Masons. Again, William Westcott, William Woodman, and Samuel McGregor. These are the facts.
All right, thank you, man. Fire, powerful. Bomb squad in the building. All right, let me go to
King J.
Hold on. I gotta drop one of y'all real quick. I'm gonna bring you right back up. Let me bring on my man Rastafari.
Yeah, blessed love, Rasta Selassie. Yeah, give thanks, sir. You don't know, it's always a blessing to be on the house. You don't know, we all bricks in the building. Give thanks to the people them that listening at the home and wherever you're at, you know. Yeah, man, give thanks for listening. Give thanks to the panel. Yarah, L, everybody. You don't know the brethren, Beard, Leb. Give thanks for being here. Yeah, my name is Ahim, Rebel Rastafari. And I kind of take inside with Yarah to an extent. And the youth them, because we know how the brethren is behaving. He's not being forthcoming with the information. We know he's in some kind of so-called hidden school of knowledge, and he's not enlightening us to the extent that we really on this channel to be enlightened. He's holding faith to his small circle. And I would like to ask him if he's familiar with the Rigius poem.
No, enlighten me about the poem. My circle ain't small, brother.
It's just a poem. I mean, you're supposed to know about that. You know, the guilders back in Scotland and London, you know, they joined together basically to make the Grand Lodge. But the Rigius poem just takes you in like the myths, the reality, the truth, the teachings of the guilds that actually formed the Freemasonry, Scotland. So I want to know if you coming from Solomon point of view, you coming from London point of view, you coming from Scotland point of view, are you coming from Egypt point of view? Like, where is your background in Masonry coming from? And is it a physical thing to you? Are you a Mason as a builder, or are you a transitional Mason that works with technically, you know, philosophy and all the ins and outs about the mysteries of your craft?
Well, the current present system of masonry is speculative, brother. It's not operative. And no, I'm not an operative Mason. Do I have skills as an operative Mason? If I wanted to, yes. I have formal training, but I'm not an operative Mason. I don't like that type of work. And if you ask what if I'm coming from London, Scotland, so me, primarily you know, the England version, but I've studied Scott up because I am Scottish, right? As well, because you go up and come down on the ladder. So I again, I pride myself on the history of anything that I do. So I come from all various points of it. And to answer your question about not being forthcoming, again, like I said, if I was on the football team and the coach gave me my plays, I'm not finna go to the other team and tell the other team what plays I'm finna run.
I know we not on the other team right now. We on the house of consciousness, and you seems like you're on the other side. Hold on a little bit. You seems like you're on the other side because we all here for knowledge, and you know, if there's a bubble to be just busted, but you making it seem like we on this panel and you in a different group, and you're not telling us what we need to know, and we all here on this panel to find out from you what we need to know. So if the Masons are so intellectual in certain levels, why don't you expose to us so we gain interest in where you coming from? Because where you at from me, you look like you just kind of, I wouldn't say hiding, but it's like, you know, playing out in the open. You're hiding the information. You're not being forthcoming. You're not being genuine. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And I mean, but blessings to you.
Brother, if you want to know, go become a Mason and you will know.
No, that's what I'm saying to you.
What you talking about? I'm not here to expose nothing, brother. What are you talking
I don't
about?
I don't want to be another Christian. I don't want to be another Muslim taking sect to something. I'm universal in my knowledge. So interaction with you and other people would let me know what it's about, so that if I gain interest, I don't want to go in there to go pay dues and go follow rules that I'm not ready to follow. You see what I'm saying to you? Because I leave all kind of churches and laws behind because I follow the universe law.
Okay,
and
so
if it's not that, then you know what I'm saying, it's really nothing else.
Okay, now if you want to have a personal offline conversation, or anyone on the panel does, yeah, we can do that. But I'm not doing that here.
I respect your level, man. Sa.neter, give thanks and blessed to the one called Maroon. Because Maroon I dig it and the bridge in Yarah bring it on. Blessed to the youth them. You don't know humble. And the one Asar, not Asar, the one they with the best. Yeah, blessed to you, my Lord. And
all right.
You don't know elder. Blessed apostle. Yeah, give thanks.
All right, let me go on over to Apostle right quick.
Appreciate you. I don't know where God energy was at yesterday or tonight, because last night I was the one that brought up the Luciferian, and I brought it up tonight. So I don't know what you've been watching, but it's okay, brother. You can't remember everything. You know, it's all right.
No, brother,
I got hounded on for
hold on. You gotta let him speak. Let him finish.
I got hounded on for bringing up the Luciferian connection last night. And then I got hounded on tonight for bringing it up by sa.neter. You know, then he went and attacked me personally like he always do. But it's okay, you know. Ashe always drops the bomb. I've been listening to him lately. Even you, brother. You've been impressing me, man. Humble too. But I think Humble came on a different flow tonight, because those symbols don't just have one meaning. They do have what they call the obvious meaning. They have that obvious meaning, like, you know, tools of the trade. A mason needs the scale and the thing, you know, that's part of their tools of the trade. But that don't mean that it doesn't have another meaning or hidden meaning or hidden agenda at the same time. Egypt is known for their phallic symbols, right? The Washington Monument. I mean, people go downtown to see it. I remember as a kid walking all the way up and down. If I'd known then that I was walking up and down a symbol that represent what I wouldn't have went down there to see that thing. You know what I'm saying? Teach. If I knew that's what it was. But that's what it is. In DC, they got two of them They even got one in Baltimore. I'm like, what Baltimore doing with a phallic symbol? But they stole it from me, because, that's what some of the master builders were. Nimrod was probably one of the biggest ones, right? You mentioned Tubal Cain. Well, he died. He was shot, or he shot Cain. But nevertheless, he died before the flood. So how his sister going to wind up marrying Solomon, who came 1,500 years later? I don't know. That's a lot of time for Solomon to marry Tubal Cain's sister.
According to the Zohar, she was on the boat with Noah.
Well, I don't know about that. Not according to the Bible.
All right. Everybody. I want to say thank y'all, man. You
was gonna let me present.
I got interrupted, man.
Right.
I would like to respond to a
All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Bakufu, you got the floor.
All right. I want to present. Can you share my screen, sir?
Screen is shared.
Okay. Everybody can see this screen right here.
Yep.
Okay. You see where my mouse is pointing right here? Okay. This is the Scottish Rite Temple out here in Los Angeles, where I'm at. This picture right here, this is the picture of what I was showing where my mouse is. The first picture right here is King Zozar and Imhotep, the founding fathers of Masonry, the first step pyramid made out of stone on planet Earth at Sakata. Okay, next to it, you got Hiram Abiff and Solomon, and it wraps around. This thing wraps around to the other side of the wall. The last one on this side where you see this tree is. You see my mouse pointing to this tree? Everybody see that?
Yeah,
okay.
we see it. I see
You're
it.
not able to see the statue because the tree's in the way, but that's Albert Pike. But this statue, that's Imhotep, and that's Zoser. If you look at this statue when you go into Hollywood, when you on Wilshire right here, this is the business street in LA, you'll see these are the only two that look Africoid phenotypically. All them other ones look like them Arabs and them Jews. They know we're original Mason, but go ahead.
Yeah, can I just respond real fast?
That was good.
Hey, sorry, you want me to close out? Everybody get a 2 minute?
No, I want King J to go.
All right. To the brother Bearded.
What's happening, brother?
When we talk about the mystery systems, right? The brothers keep mentioning Babylonian, but I'm not familiar with Babylonian mystery systems. I'm familiar with Egyptian mystery systems, right?
So,
I keep mentioning
Babylonian. Yeah, so the Babylonians, see, when you get into the red house, see, that's why I keep trying to tell him. And we're talking masonry, we're talking the first 3 degrees. But so
exactly, they're Googling stuff, right? If you want to have a conversation with a Mason before he came on here, he should have talked to a real Mason.
So when you get into the adopted right, so you get into Babylon when you talk about the red house, which is the Royal Ark Masons.
Can we talk about the opening of the mouth being raised?
Yeah, and when you go through the veils and you see
the pedestals, the scepter, the arcs, the pillars. Those are Egyptian mystery systems, not so. Those first 3, when you said first, it's only 3 degrees. It went over their head. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying he mixing a lot of stuff. He's trying to take everything and cram it all into one. You feel me? And that's why I said let's slow down and we can stay here and then we can go there. But again, I digress.
All right, let me respond to King.
I thought I was supposed to got up in there.
Hold on, Yarah, hold on, because you're going to close out, and the other brother going to close out. I want to get Fed Up in here. Fed Up been in the building.
I can't hear.
From the beginning, he been watching. Fed Up, what do you make about all this, man? What you been seeing so far?
I think my volume messed up, sir.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
We can hear you, brother.
We hear you.
I can't hear nothing.
Oh, you got to go out and come back in.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
I'll kick you out so you can come back in. Okay, let me see who I go to real quick because I want to end this show.
Let me slide on there, sir.
Who said that?
I asked to respond to apostles. I never got to respond to apostles.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. I actually brought up the Order of the Golden Dawn and Luciferianism because Apostle and another brother made the claim about Luciferianism, but no source was shown. And actually, Apostle even said to the brother, "Why are you asking him to show something he does not have?" So he admitted he didn't have a source or reference for it. He just knew Masonry was connected to Luciferian in some way. The other brother did not bring a source. So I waited till today and I just added some details. Brother Apostle, I know you made the claim that they're connected to Masonry. I just gave the details. The same way Ashe brought up the ancient Masonic rites, I just brought the details of how you connect the ancient Kemetic mysteries to Europe, because it had to travel to Europe. And it was through those Roman mystery cults like Serapis, like the cult of Isis, where the Vesica Piscis would have been associated with the feminine, where you later see the Vesica Piscis used in Jesus and Mary iconography. So these details were important. That's all.
All right. Fed up. How you feeling, man? Where you at?
No problems, brother.
Where you at? Fed up. All right. Fed up is not here again. Okay. I'm gonna go around real quick.
Let me rock it real quick.
Go ahead, Ashe.
So what I was gonna bring out as well, when going back to the Babylonian thing, and it definitely takes a certain level of intellect to even link this masonry back to Babylon. It's going to go way deeper than just a simple Google search, King J. But when we speaking about what's going on in Babylon, they had an understanding that their knowledge was also coming from the East as well. This crossover to masonry. When building the pyramids, not pyramids, I apologize. When building the temples, they also had the understanding. You can look at them within the Eridu Genesis, even within the Epic of Gilgamesh. You see them using geometry, you see them using metrics, and it's a step-by-step process. Hence the step that you see them in when you literally see the stance of the step in the front. You get what I'm saying? It's step by step. This is all symbolic. Now, I do like what Maroon brought out and what he said, because there's definitely a Ionic symbolism centered around all of this, going back to Utuku and Purim when we're dealing with Inanna. Because once again, even at Purim, they ate the vulva filled cakes. I forgot the name of them, but they're literally shaped like the yoni, and this is what they eat during Purim, and this is what they also ate during the Tuku. This was symbolic to the yoni worship of Inanna. So that's prevalent, that exists within it. And the people who are the speculative masons, like the brother admitted, are not operative. Now, some may have the ability to be operative, but they're most likely they're not. And what they speculating on, they definitely didn't build. They didn't build them pyramids, ziggurats, obelisk, none of it. They didn't build that stuff. All they're doing is speculating and then telling us a flim-flam story about how they feel and what they feel it represents. So when a brother like Maroon tells us that he sees yoni worshiping it, and is that to him? He has every right to say that, because who's giving these Europeans the authority to tell you that it's anything different? They're not going to the ancient commissions. Like the brother, like Apostle said, it's one thing when you're being operative and you're using the tools for the craft that they're supposed to be used in. But when we step into speculative, come on, man. These guys don't got no authority to tell you what that stuff means, man. They just don't. I land there.
All right. Let me go to Humble. Let's get it.
Blessings. Man, listen, this was a good bill on my part. I enjoyed, to see the brothers, getting into it and sharing their spaces. What I did see a lot of is people mixing, because we have to understand that different lodges do different things, right? All lodges don't do the same thing. So we have to understand that when we start to mix lodges, when we start to mix irregular masons with regular masons, or operative masons with speculative masons, you see what I'm saying? We're going to get, a lot of confusing details out of that. So I think moving forward, we should try to be as precise and deal, with the thing at hand. Like the brother said, he was a speculative mason. So, I think we should have tried to, okay, let's weed out all of the other things that don't have anything to do with the point of view in which this brother is trying to bring. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way that I seen it go. But again, it was a good show. We all brought out some good information. And I land my plane with that, brother Sai. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
All right. Apostle, let's go, man. I want to say I'm proud of you, Apostle, again.
Yeah, okay. When I was asked about what sources I had, I said I didn't have anything because I knew what I had. I wasn't going to be able to show. This guy, he was in Hollywood, and he talked about how he was able to maneuver through the Chucky the Chuck guys, and people had money, and they talked him in joining masonry, and he got involved with that. And he said then it began to develop. And he said before he realized he had moved so quickly within this organization that he was confronted. He didn't even know what he was doing there at this thing. And all these people had on robes. And he actually saw a child sacrifice, and it disturbed him so badly that he eventually had to get away. His life was threatened. You should watch the video. And everything about that video would let you know this guy's telling the truth. And he had to come public in order to save his life. If that's not an odd thing. Because if he would have kept it quiet and didn't say nothing, they for sure would have killed him. But now he done got it out. It's out. If they kill him now, it doesn't matter. He done told the truth. There's a thing called guilt by association, regardless of whether you are aware or not. You need to be careful when you make an oath. That's my point. And I say, don't make an oath. I don't care if it's by the God in heaven. I don't make oaths. I don't swear by nothing. So there's a guy in the Bible that swore that he would give the first person walk through his house as a sacrifice to God. And that person was his daughter. But he put his word on it. And God required it. It's in the book. Read it. Be smart. Know what you're involved in. Even as a Hebrew Israelite, even as a Christian for 48 years, as a pastor, I knew exactly what I was involved in. I knew exactly what I was doing. That's all I got to say.
All right. So we got the Jay, you closed out already? Jay, did you close out already?
Yeah, I did, sir. I did.
Okay, Maroon, close us out.
All right, I just want to say peace to everybody. And like I said, if you get a chance, look into, because the brother said that basically Luciferianism came around with Aleister Crowley. And it actually goes back to the 1500s with Queen Elizabeth I. So if you ever get a chance, look up the Feria Queen, which is short for Luciferia. So it's just taking the what's the name part off and just look that up and see what you get out of it and see if that's like how you had the Roman imperial code. Did Freemasonry, at least with the Scottish and York Rite, is a British, imperial code. And the two sides is Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Mary of Scots the other. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, Fed Up, you got to close us out because you came in late. Close us out, brother.
Yeah, I know. My bad, man. I was in Lodge. Just want to say peace to everybody. Remember, Blue Lodge, Scottish Rite, York Rite, all separate. They don't operate the same. As far as Luciferianism, look up the Leo Taxil hoax. That's where Luciferianism enters into Freemasonry. Just look it up. Sorry I missed the show. Like I said, you know, I got stuff I got to do. We don't take oaths, we take obligations. Look up the difference. Other than that, man, next time you have a show, I'll be on.
All right. Thank you, brother. All right. Now here we go. We at the closing remarks of Brother Yarah. Let's go, brother. Close us out.
Yeah, man. Overall, it was a good panel discussion. I mean, the brother opposite to me, I'm glad he came on, but he didn't tell us absolutely anything, as I knew he wouldn't.
Do you want to apologize for anything you did today?
What the hell for? You crazy asking me that? What the hell wrong with you, sir?
As an Israelite, to your brother?
As an Israelite, I should be taking him out and stoning him for all them goddamn lies he told tonight.
Oh, man.
To say nothing. What the hell are you talking about? What you talking about, nigga? I'm an Israelite for real. So, at the end of the day, man, all I'm gonna say is, bro, is that this exactly went exactly as I knew it would. He was gonna come on here and deflect and deflect and deflect, because as an initiated Freemason, that's what you must do. That's the oath you took. And all this other stuff that we hear, these three renegades. No, that's not where it comes from. We know where this stuff comes from. That's later up, made up fluff that they give them the script so y'all won't have to share and not supposed to share the secrets. And then the last brother fed up as he came on here and said all this Luciferian stuff. That did not come. That didn't begin with the Taxel hoax, right? Because if you actually read the Taxel hoax, he goes off the speech that I just read that came out of, that's actually a part of what you read in Morals and Dogma of Albert Pike's speech. He only quoted the words from Albert Pike. So all of this Taxel hoax stuff is them deflecting again, right? The only reason why they call it a hoax, and y'all go study the Taxel hoax, is because he came out, he was afraid to expose it, so he wrote under a pseudo name, under a female name. The guy Taxel did. And when they found out that it was him who was actually writing under this pseudo name, then they began to call it a hoax. But that's why I came on his show, Morals and Dogma, page 734, 735, he gets it directly from the same rhetoric that Albert Pike talked about in that book. The hell y'all think y'all talking to? And you, King J, you don't know what you're talking about because your aunt, and I'm not talking about her, she can't share nothing with you, or she's not privy to that information. That's what I'm saying. They'll tell you about riding a goat and all that old type of stuff. They're all the Eastern Stars and these priories and these roads. They'll tell you certain things, but they are not privy to the higher degree information. They are not. I don't care how high they get in the Negro complex. They could be up there, but they're not part of that. If they attribute to that Scottish Rite or Yorkish Rite, they're not privy to those higher level understandings. I have a 160-page slide that I only got through slides tonight.
Like, remember I told you, if you're ready, if you want to do it tomorrow, you're welcome.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the Bomb Squad brothers, they were on point with a lot of the information what they're saying, because I have a lot of that information in my presentation. Maroon, he was dead spot on when he's talking about the Yoni, because when you talk about Semiracis is Isis. They're the same. One's from the Babylonian mystery system, one's from the Egyptian mystery system. Isis and Semiracis is the same. But what they'll tell you, and historians will tell you, that Semiracis was actually a real queen. She was actually a real person. Versus Isis, all right. No one will say that.
All right. Hey, go across the street, man. Bro. Yeah, right. Go across the street. Your arch nemesis is over there, and he want all the smoke. I'm talking about Seven Asar. He's over there getting it in with the young bucks.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right, let's go. Bear, close us out. Dr. Reggie, I see you. Dr. Reggie. Close us out, Bear.
Oh man, I fell asleep with all this madness and insanity and foolishness that they talking tonight. But I'm glad I'm glad Elder Yarah, well, my bad, Blacksage was able to entertain the elder apostle and the rest of his cronies in the chat. I ain't gonna do that, man. Listen, man. Everybody, man, listen.
Yeah, you right, man. You
Yo, man, yo. You know this is closing, bro. Why? Ain't nobody Come on, bro. Don't do that, man.
All I want to say,
before he closes out, I just want to talk real quick. Right?
No, he got to close out first, Reggie. I'll let you go in after.
I want to hear what Brother
Is he
Reggie.
gonna leave?
All right, go ahead. Say what you got to say, Reggie. He said he want to hear what you got.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Brother.
wonderful. To both of you, Brother Beard and Brother Fed Up Freemason, I want to, on behalf of others who respect knowledge, I want to thank you both again for appearing on this show. Myself, I have been acquainted with lots of great teachers, living great teachers, right? And it's so many, but I can mention Dr. Clark and Dr. Ben, Dr. Asa Hilliard, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, right? I can mention those. Several of my teachers were Masons. Some of my teachers were Boule, Archon, right? And some of my teachers were very learned women and men. There is something that you might appreciate because I know that you study lore. So this is not really for the savages, right? But I will say it to you, and then if you want to inquire more, we could talk privately on a stream. Napoleon went to ancient Egypt with an army of scholars to look for things that could verify an ancient tradition, right? A speculative tradition. One of the things that they found was a stela of Urchison. I'm going to read part of it to you, right? Just a part of it, because you come on behalf of you come to our platforms to actually take a look to see where people are thinking, and so we appreciate that. So from the stela it says the living Horus, who unites both lands, the Lord of diadems, who unites both lands, king of Upper and Lower Egypt, son of Ra, Mentuhotep, ever living. His true servant, so he's talking about the people who he serves, who is in the inmost recess of his heart and makes his pleasure all the day long, the devout unto the great God Urchison. Prosin to Osiris, Lord of Mendes, Kente Mente, Lord of Abdul, in all of his places, that he may give a funeral meal of bread and drink, thousands of loaves, liquors, oxen, geese, linen cloths, all. Those are things that he talks about that he receives on his deathbed. But what he says is that I know the mystery of the divine word, the ordinance of the religious feast, every rite of which they are fraught, I never strayed from them. I indeed am an artist, wise in his art. And the word for art is the same word as craft. So I'm going to use it with the word craft. I am indeed a craftsman, wise in his heart, right, wise in his craft, a man standing above all men by his learning. I know it belongs to the sinking waters, the weighings done for the reckoning of accounts, how to produce the form of issuing forth and coming in, so that a member may go to his place. I know the walking of an image of man, the carriage of a woman, the two arms of Horus, the 12 circles of the blasphemers, the contemplating the eye without a second that affrights the wicked, the poising of an arm to bring the hippopotamus low, the coming of the runner. I know the making of amulets, that we go without any fire giving its flame, or without our being washed by water. Lo, there is no man excels by it, but I alone and my eldest legitimate son, the netter has decreed to be excellent in it, and have seen the perfections of his hands in his works of chief artists, and every kind of precious stone, from gold and silver, even to ivory and ebony, funeral meal of bread and liquors. So that passage is one of the treasures that Napoleon has brought back from the buried rock into the world, and that passage in its original, right, is a treasure to craftsmen. So I wanted to read that to you, and at some other point, if you like, I will show you it on the stela, and I'll read it for you from the rock itself. This is just one of the treasures when the Europeans, particularly the French, were struggling against the British to verify their thinking. You have any thoughts about what I just read?
All right, brother, close us out.
That was a good speech. No thoughts. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I would love to build with you, you know what I'm saying? Reggie, brother Reggie, you know what I'm saying? I give you my email and my number. I love to talk with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I love what you do.
You want me to give him your number?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would love to talk to and build with brother Reggie. All I want to say, man, I ain't finna go back and forth and get into it. All I want to say is that, man, keep everybody in your thoughts, your prayers, your views, and meditations. And don't forget those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And remember, when we come together, may we always meet on a level. Once we in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always part on the square. Peace.
All right. Peace, brother. Peace. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out of here. And I'm telling you, I'm going across the street. We got the HOK Debate Coliseum rocking right now. And that's where they at. They over there. SA7 is on the hot seat over there. And I'm on my way over there. The link is in the chat.
Can I say one more thing, Ty? Can I say one more thing, Ty?
Go ahead, brother.
I just want to shout out my channel, man. If anybody want to come over to the channel and you know, talk and build more and you know, get into anything, man, y'all can reach me. I'm on Bearded Conversation on YouTube. So if anybody in the chat or on the panel want to come over, y'all more than welcome. All
right. Build a Conversation. That's the name of your channel.
Bearded Conversation.
Okay, Bearded Conversation. Y'all heard it. And head your ass on over there. Let's get it. Peace, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you, my brother Yarah. Thank you, brother Yarah. And of course, thank you, my brother Reggie. I'm gonna give you a call, Reggie. I gotta give you a call when I end the show.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace to you.
Peace.
All right, so I'm getting ready to head on over there right now and see how was going on over there. How I was getting it in. I was going down. The link is in the chat. Let's go.
Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? You. Temperatures going up, the heat is rising, scholars are showing up, audience vibing. We on a mission, competition is the only desire. Whose information will be facing the unmerciful fire? So what's up, stand up, can you walk through hell? So tough, too tough for the weak soft shell. Set the fire, fan the flame, smoke is rising in plumes, while the inexperienced debater starts to choke on the fumes. Bring your science, bring your wisdom, even bring us your religion. If you cannot stand the heat, then please don't come in the Paul's kitchen. It's a session, learn a lesson, fight and overcome your fear. Who will be the best debates? By the time all the smoke clears, who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke?
Yeah, you got me shaking on my phone. Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Yeah, who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke?
temperature's going up, the heat is rising, scholars are showing up, audience vibing. We on a mission, competition is the only desire. Whose information will be facing the unmerciful fire? So what's up, stand up, can you walk through hell? So tough, too tough for the weak, soft shell. Set the fire, fan the flame, smoke is rising in plumes, while the inexperienced debater starts to choke.
Yeah, the HOK is the toughest environment, and or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah, no handouts here. You have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest, and the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cool-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites step on the stage. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. In a cool-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a masterclass, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more. The HOK is the toughest environment. Enter at your own risk.